sitting out there. He's wanting to go for a ride. Somebody go out there and turn that motor off before he hurts himself.
Well, now, look at there. Live again. Live this morning and still alive. Oh, I had a good day. I don't know. I'm talking to myself right now. I got to wait. Oh, there may be another stream going on. Let's see. Tomorrow night is Ray, and Saturday night is Moto. So I don't know who had one for the night. But we're going to just leave it on here for a little bit. Sorry people doing good things. That's what we are here. Sorry people doing good things. Low lifers. Oh, speaking of sorry people, there's one right there. Look at that one right there. Look at that one right there. Come on, everybody look at that one right over there. Good afternoon, good evening, good morning, hello, all across the world. How you doing, Looney? Well, I went for a ride today. We had a really great ride. Had a good time. Went and bought the doggy some treats. Just had a good day. And I was going to do an experiment. When we get some people in here, I was going to see if I could show one of my old videos from 10 or 12 years ago. The eagle nearly ruined me. Hey, I got some good eagles, good stuff. Now, Looney, you're Aussie or Canadian? I have to ask the question almost every day because. Oh yeah. Yeah. I forget the radio. Well, we stopped over there where the utility barn is, where all the tractors and stuff are, and so we decided to take off from there. And of course, when I turned the thing on, it's got music. South Australia, bottom of the world. We just, when I took off there, and she had to remind me that the radio's on, so I had to push the button. It kind of ticks you off, you pay. You pay for the radio and the money you pay for a track, you should be able to hear anything on it. But I understand they got to make their money. But the thing is, the singer is not putting up the protest. It's the producers and the directors and the corporations that own the singer. The singer is just a guy that makes noise. They're the ones that makes the money. They pay him chump change for his noise he's making, he or she is making. And they get all the rest of the money. There's the damn mosquito in my house. I hate mosquitoes. Let me see if I can find a song. You bear with me. And I just dare them SOBs to come after me because, I got it. I am faster than a damn mosquito. And as tough as one, too. They're always, hey, 2-4. Oh, I'm so happy you showed up, buddy. The reason being, I'm going to play a tune. I'm going to go over and get a tune that's sang by a beautiful Canadian woman. And she sang it to me And let me tell you a little backstory. Her dad comes on here. Her dad's in his 90s, and he talks to us right here on this, right here in the StreamYard. His name is Ad, and he lives in Val-d'Or, Quebec. Wonderful gentleman. Him and Marguerite, they live up there in Val-d'Or. Their daughter, Elizabeth, is a really tremendous singer. And she sings in Celine Dion's studios. She's born Canadian, loves Canada, but she loves America. I'm going to show you a little tune. Let me show you a little thing. If I can do this. I've got it, man. I had it in my hand there. I'm gonna hang on, guys. You'll get to see. There ain't nobody hardly in here. Just, and if this goes bad, there'll only be the two of you seeing it. So bear with me. This beautiful woman, Elizabeth, she spent all of her life in the sky. She is a flight attendant, retired, and her dad and mom both live in Val-d'Or. And she did this song for me. Now, I dare YouTube to go after her or after me or anybody else, because she done this for me. And I think you guys will get the message when I play it. Here we go. If I can find it, I'll look over here for it now. I might not be able to find it. Oh, I think it's over here. Let me see if I can get up here. Get up here in the, what to call the, let me see. Yeah. Okay, here we go. We're coming down through here. Yeah, let's just try that. I think this is the one she sang for me, specifically for me. Such a beautiful. Tell me if y'all agree that this is a beautiful human being. I did this musical video for her.
But I know I'll think of you every step of the way. And my darling, you, bittersweet memories. That is all I'm taking with me. So goodbye, please don't cry. We both know I'm not what you need, and I will always love you. I will always love you.
There you go, my dear friends. I know, I know people started leaving, but yeah, yeah. Oh, I got biker stuff. I got biker stuff coming out of the yin yang. In fact, here comes one now. Oh, I just pooped up a big one right there. That was a trike. Um, Elizabeth there, as you see, is a wonderful human being. So, okay, nobody wants to see a musical. I created that musical video for her. She did the video and the album and sent me the CD down back during the days when you had CDs. And then I created the musical video for her. Now let's move on to something a little bit. Well, y'all want to see something a little bit more exciting. This is just a test. That's what it said on the beginning of the show here. I'm seeing how far I can push the limits because, see, that right there is, I have the rights to that song. They can't take it away from me. Even though it was another artist, they won't give a rat's ass who wrote the thing, you know. It's a matter of fact that, hey, Rod B., that was my friend Elizabeth from Canada, was just singing a song for me, and I did the musical video for her. And her dad is in his 90s, and he comes on here, and he's just a really nice gentleman. Let me show you this one here. This is for Looney, and make you. I give you a little backstory here. I had a long beard at one time. I used to have a lot of hair, but what happened there is I had these long black streaks in my beard, and my wife said, "You got to do something about that beard of yours. It ain't looking good." I go, "Well, honey," she said, "it's awful. You got white and you got black and you got it's just awful." So she said, let me touch you up with a little Just for Men. I go, "What the hell is Just for Men?" She said, "You'll see. It's going to make a difference in your life. You're going to be 100 years younger." I said, "Well, let's go for that." So here I am wearing a Duck Dynasty beard that was colorized by my dear departed wife. Let's just open this up here and see. Now, this may not be for everybody. What's up, Rod? I kept my word. Sorry, it wasn't too much. Petro, okay. You boys talk amongst yourself, and I'm going to run this by for anybody who would like to see back during the days when my wife ran my life. I had no life. I had her life. You'll see. Well, hope you can see this. What I intend to do today is blow that target up over there, and I'm going to use the DPMS 308 to blow it up with. It should work good. That's really close. I don't advise anybody to do this. I got my safety glasses on. I've got my ear protection, and I'm behind the screen. Not much protection, and I've got it set on 2 1-gallon water jugs. And this goes good. It should be a nice effect. We won't know until we review it. I'm going to shoot from over here, and it's a beautiful sunny day, very cool. Right now it's about 65 degrees, and should be ideal conditions. If this works as planned, should see some good fireworks. It should maybe see a flash and a bang over there, and you're going to hear it. So wish me luck. Here we go.
Trying to get as much safety as I can get going here. I want to get it good and solid on my shoulder. This is the gun that broke my nose. Oh, buddy. Woo! Let me get the safety on here. We survived it. that I gotta say, that was a good one. Woo! My, oh my, oh my. Look at the smoke. Whoa. Oh man. This is what's left of the two 1 gallon jugs. Boy, the smoke. That was impressive. Oh, I love that. Oh, look here. Here's some of the material right here at the camera. That's the duct tape. Well, I hope that was good for you. It's certainly good for me. Wow, what a good shot. I got the safety on here. Let me get the magazine out here. Do all the right things. Lay the weapon down. All right, hope that's been good for you. God bless America.
See what I'm doing? I'm testing the limits. I'm testing the limits of. I had music. Oh, hey, Motorbum, did you see when I was sporting my Duck Dynasty beard? Oh, I see all you guys. I see all you guys. Oh, I hope you got to see it. It was a good. In fact, I did it in 4K, and then I went back and I slowed it down, and you could literally, the shock wave came through the fence, and you could see it hit my chest. It was a pretty good impact. But just kind of demonstrating there's a more to an old bike rider. Oh, good evening, Sterling. Will, thank you for coming in for a brief period of time. I was busy. I was testing out. What I've done is I went back 10 or 12 years back and dug up some of the old videos. No, I didn't. I really did. I really did. I downloaded it on Facebook because at the time on Facebook, I had thousands of viewers on Facebook. They was fanatic about guns on Facebook. And I posted that I posted a lot of stuff on Facebook. I wished I'd been smart enough to stay with YouTube all them years, but because see what happened, me and Facebook had an agreement here a few years ago, and they won't allow me back on again. And that's okay. There's more to life than worrying about what they want. For watch hours. My Facebook page has been down now. They took me off a couple of years ago. Well, I'm old, so my time kind of slides by. Maybe 2 or 3 years ago. Well, I don't know how far back. It was a while back. And Sick, I wish we could have seen you this morning. You wasn't on my chat this morning. We were desperate to have anybody on here this morning. We only had 2 or 3 people, maybe 8, 9. We had some quality people. We had Sterling Wheel, he was in here, and we had a nice chat. And Moto, how was the quality of the videos? Remember, those were shot at a pretty low. the gun, that one is shot in 4K, but the musical videos, I've done them 10 or 12 years ago, and I did a lot of, oh, I got one. I got one I want to show y'all. You remember, first of all, let me ask you, Motobomb, what was the quality like? Was it worthy of seeing, or could y'all just imagine what the picture looked like, or did it come across all right? Maybe not, maybe you can't hear me. Oh, okay. 2-4, you was on here. Was you able to tell? Could you see the video? I have no clue. I can't see it on this. I mean, I can see it, but I don't know what you're seeing. Did anybody see the video? Was the quality good enough to be seen? Oh, looking fine in your phone. Oh, that's nice. Sterling Will, that was nice. Oh, good, Rod. Thank you very much. Let me do one more. I won't bother y'all a lot, but I've got a friend that is going to be expired soon. He's laying there just waiting for the time to catch up with him. But I did a lot of musical videos for him, and here's one that he was singing. I will bring it up and let y'all. This is to me, I think he's got a little bit of a sound like Willie Nelson. I mean, if you're in that kind of stuff, between Willie Nelson, Johnny Cash, he's got a nice, pleasant voice. And if he could have enough air right now, he'd probably be singing now. Let me, and y'all can talk amongst yourself. I will just bring this up over here. And for those that like that kind of stuff, okay. Oh, there's a bad one right there. I got one of a snake crawling out from under my desk. 6 foot long snake crawling under my desk and crawling out the door. I found that one over there, and I thought, well, for those that love snakes, I would play that someday. All right, here's my friend Jerry Gibbs.
This waterfalls is named Nakalulu. It's named after a young Indian maiden that had committed suicide by, jumping off the cliff here at this river.
This is shot in rural resolution.
Nakalulu Waterfalls is located north of the city of Gadsden, Alabama, and it's a very popular place to go. The story has been passed on for many years about Nakalulu deciding not to live any longer after she was rejected by this young Indian brave. So we don't know how true the story is, but they do have a statue up in honor of Princess Nakalulu. So sit back and enjoy waterfalls called Nakalulu after the Indian maiden.
Maybe I didn't love you quite as often as I could have. Maybe I didn't treat you quite as good as I could have. If I made you feel second best, girl, I'm sorry I was blind. You were always on my mind. Maybe I didn't hold you all those lonely, lonely times. And I guess I never told you I'm so happy that you're mine. Little things I should have said and done, I just never took the time. You were always on my mind. You were always on my mind. Tell me that your sweet love has arrived. Give me one more chance to keep you satisfied. I'll keep you satisfied. Little things I should have said and done, I just never took the time. You were always on my mind. You were always on my mind. You were always on my mind. You were always on my mind.
Oh, thank you very much for listening. Yeah, he does have a sound between Willie and that's over there where Recycle Hooligan lives. Motorbomb, that's Recycle Hooligans. That's over there near Fort Payne, Alabama, where he lives. It's within just a few miles. It's called Nakalula Falls. And I wish he would join in some of our chats, but I guess he's busy. He's got his life. But Jerry Gibbs, him and I, we went all over the Southeast here, and we entertained for Hooligan, Recycle Hooligan. Hey, I know he's on your page. He don't ever come on none of my stuff, but on yours he comes on yours. But I mean, he's got his own life. We used to go all over the Southeast here. Me and Jerry and I would, and we would go to senior citizens' homes, and he would sing and entertain. Oh, he used to, when we traveled, we had an Elvis imitator. He would do Elvis, and them old folks up there at the nursing home, they would come and see Elvis, Elvis did all his little skit with his music and stuff, but he was just, one of those guys that made a living looking like Elvis, and he sounded like Elvis. And Jerry did a lot of Willie Nelson stuff, and he. Anyhow, it's just an experiment to see if they would jump onto me about anything I've done here, because I don't have nothing to lose. they can cancel me, and I'm not going to like it. I won't be fretting it any. I've been kicked off big networks. Take a lot of pride in that. Well, I thought Moto, you got Ray's going to be on tomorrow night, and I had nothing but some time to kill, so I thought I would just put it on here and see if I could bring up those. What I done is I went over into YouTube, and when you download them, they download in a very low resolution. I guess it's so they can save space or whatever. And there's no way you can pump the resolution up. That's the reason I was asking just how good the quality would be after you transmit it over the internet, if it lost a lot of quality. Oh, I have to start me a new one. Yeah, we'll start a whole new channel. Well, look at this. You guys just think about this. Been married 5 times, right? First one, I swore that I would love her forever. We had our first baby together. The second one, I swore that I would love her forever, and then we had 3 children. Wait a minute, that's like, oh yeah, third one, I forgot it. Then I swore I would love her forever, and then we had kids, my 2 little Cherokee Indians. So changing to another network or another channel is not as dramatic on me as it would be to somebody that had never suffered a loss. Oh man, the bomb. If I had me I think we do in there. We could do I got the bomb in there. I like to put them on I like to pour it on brats. We got some jalapeno brats the other day, but I think they're in the freezer. But if I had some in the refrigerator, I would go put one in the microwave and load it up with the bomb. I just love that stuff. It's a person that likes to take a little hit. You and all that stuff. It's the pleasure that comes over your body from the impact from the salsa that comes up through your head and into your teeth and gums and out your ears. It'll be a challenge to get down. I don't have no trouble with it, but it does hurt. I got to say that it's not a pleasant thing to do. And I'm taking it to Washington, not because they don't have it up there, but I'll already have it. So I'll take it up there, and my daughter is going to take the first hit of it, and then my son's got to take a hit of it. And my sister Joyce, no, I can't do that. And then after a couple of drinks, she'll go, sure, I can do that. You bring it out, you bring out the old bottle of Da Bomb. Everybody has to try it out. That never has been an issue with me. I don't never have none of that kind of problems. Yeah, I got Oh yeah, California. I've had. Well, we was at a Thai restaurant in Orlando, Florida, and I used to work out of Thailand. My organization, the U.S. military, had an operation in NKP. NKP is a intelligence gathering post in Thailand, and during the Vietnam War, it was a really hotbed of people doing things like Aero America and stuff that had to be done. It couldn't be done in Vietnam. It was done in Thailand. And the owner of the restaurant came over because he saw us. We had the 7 spices, and he said, "You guys are eating that stuff?" He said, He said, "Most people just want to put a little dab." He said, "I saw you," and the waiter said, "You guys were putting that stuff on it and then eating it." And he said, "You know, that number 7 right there that's a killer." So then we got onto the subject of NKP. NKP, like I told you, was an intelligence gathering organization. We used to make umbrellas, palm trees. The little palm trees was in a canister, and we would fly over the Ho Chi Minh Trail, probably a C-47 or a C-130, and we deposit these little palm trees out, and they had a spike on the ground, and inside the column, inside of the trunk of the little palm tree, it had its electronics, and it would spike into the ground, and the little tree would open up. When it spiked into the ground, everything opened up, and then it become active, and it could hear things. You know, it was our ears in the dark, like heavy convoys and stuff like that. But in NKP, the 101st Airborne would go in and gather up as many of these things, and they would bring them in. And over in NKP, they would recharge them and put new battery systems, and maybe some of them had become deactivated or whatever. But that guy that owned that restaurant in Orlando, Florida, he worked NKP. He knew every operation of NKP. He worked as a Vietnamese he lived in Thailand, but working for the Vietnamese, South Vietnam. He knew of the operations because the only way you could be in that facility, you had to be part of the organization. It was a pretty top secret run operation. And anyhow, he sat at the table. He come and sat down with us, and we talked there for an hour. It didn't cost us nothing. I'm talking about, buddy, we're talking about $300 worth of food, and he covered it all. Because he said, when I was telling our story about our homeland, his homeland, it brought tears to his eye. He was so happy to run across someone that was speaking favorably about the operation NKP there in Thailand. You mean like marijuana? No, it's against the law. I get put in prison. No. Yes, I have a beautiful garden. I have, and I don't have it now because we had a situation. Lunia had a wife that was took her a 5-year struggle for her to end her life cycle. And so we give up the garden because all of the time had to be totally dedicated to her for her final 5 years or so of her life. So we didn't go back to gardening. And Angelique is not into gardening at all. She can buy it at Walmart. She don't even worry about gardening. But I loved it. I used to have a big water basin out there, a big thing that held 600 or 700 gallons of water, the rainwater that come off the gutters, and I used to water my garden with that. And I grew the best peppers, big bell peppers, We growed habaneros. We used to roast habaneros in the oven. Oh, she lived, my wife was 82 years of age when she passed away. I was older than her. So we were together 33 years. And you got to keep in mind, her and I both was born in 1940. I was born in June of 1940, and she was born in December 1940. And our life expectancy was 67 years, and she exceeded that considerably. A good quality life. I ain't talking about I'm talking about she went to Europe. She bicycled. She rode a bicycle in Greece. She went to Italy. She stayed over there for 3 or 4 months, whatever her visa would allow her. She went all the way from Finland. She did the Scandinavian countries. She went to the Black Forest, pedaled across the Alps. She was very adventurous. She had to be. She lived with me for 33 years, for God's sakes. I tested her patience. She was an educated person. I was an ignorant oaf. And she liked Shakespeare, and I liked anything written by Bubba Gump. The judgment day is not on me yet. It will be determined in the future, and I can see it right over there. The light gets brighter. That will be decided then. Ain't nothing I can do about it. You know, there's not one of them do-overs. I wished I could have done it different. No, I don't live any life of regrets and wished I could have changed this. There's some things I'd like to have made an adjustment in, but no, you can't move forward while looking over your shoulder. There's no life in looking back. Only that way is the right way to go. That what I should have done and could have done and I didn't do and wished I had done. It's too late for that kind of crap. So anyhow, we had a lot of adventure. She loved outdoor life. She was a whitewater rafter. She was an avid skier. She was really a good skier. She liked all of the 5, on the whitewater, she always rode in the highest and fastest and swiftest water. And on the slopes, I used to take her to Alpental or up on Whistler, and she always did all the pro runs. Oh, she liked Steamboat Springs. She liked Aspen. I took her to a lot of places. Can't unbreak an egg. That's right, Rod. Oh, speaking of breaking eggs, let me show you what an old man can do. Past the age of 70. This was see what year was that? It's past the year. I was already damn near. I was in my 70s. Maybe close to 80. I don't know. It's been quite a while ago. Check this out right here. Check this old dude out.
I have my DPMS AR-15 here today. I've got a GoPro camera, a Hero 4, attached to the buttstock back there. And the last time I tried it with 3, it was pretty shaky the way I had it mounted up. But this is one of those clamp devices that'll fit any gun stock. So we're going to be testing the clamp out, as well as see how well it records in HD. So bear with me, and we'll try to bust some jugs over here. And thank you very much for watching. the fire position. As always, I'll start with the jug on the left over there, and see if I can walk through them here. So bear with me. Well, there's one old lone soldier over there. He's all blowed up, but yeah, he's blowed up real good. I don't see anything else up there left. Maybe that little thing on the top right. Where's that little thing on the top right there? There we go. Yeah, I guess you just can't. That thing is made of plastic, and the bullet's going right through it. It's only about 30 or 40 feet over here at most. Yeah, you can see where the bullets are in that little thing up on the top up there. And there's my dead soldiers. I went through, there's a bunch of them I shot with the GoPro 3 over there. And this is the victims of the GoPro 4. Well, I hope you enjoyed this video this morning. It's a beautiful day for shooting, and we're going to go inside and see how well it turned out. This has a little display on the back, but it's tiny, but I want to watch it on the big screen, so I'll put it, it's got Wi-Fi.
That's a 308. Oh no, that was AR-15. The 308 is what I shot the 1 pound Tannerite with. And well, that's some old stuff that I've had around, and I just thought I would see if it would come across. I didn't know how that poor quality resolution would show up. Well, that one you saw where I fired 2 or 3 times, I was just shooting bullets through the jug. There was, the jug, when I first shot, it had a little hole, and it drained out. But once you shoot, the water goes out of them. They don't blow up like the rest of them. But we've always enjoyed shooting. When I was 7 years old, 1947, my uncle came home from the war, and hey, Mr. Brown Chicken, he came home from the war, and he brought his .22 rifle over there, and he would set up matches, and he'd shoot those old red diamond matches and light them with a .22 caliber, well, a .22 short, and he'd light those. He was so good. Oh man, he was good. And so he said, "Let me teach you how to shoot." And I was 7 years old, and he showed me how to sight down the barrel, and I never quit shooting after that. I love that uncle. He died from his wounds. He came home with part of his heart shot away. He was shot in the chest. He was a paratrooper. He parachuted into Normandy on D-Day. He went into St. Lo, and then he got hurt real bad, and they removed a piece out of his spine, but his heart, they couldn't remove it, and he succumbed to his injuries when he was 33 years of age. What an uncle, buddy. He was a great uncle. Just a human being, loved everybody and had so much talent. He was a soldier. This is a Halloween night. The Halloween, the horror trip through my past. You're getting to see it all before your very eyes. But just got to doing that this afternoon. I uploaded a little video. I did a little ride over there to Walmart. She had a craving. She likes potato wedges. And instead of cooking them in there, we decided to go over and get her some potato wedges. That's what she likes to eat. She likes them. I do too. Oh, this is my Halloween get up. Yeah. I do have a Halloween. I do have my wife and we dressed up for Halloween. One of the last pictures. Yeah. My two sisters, they came to my house and they was getting ready. They was getting ready to go out for the night for the Halloween. And my older sister said, I don't know what to wear. I don't know what kind of costume to put on. And my younger sister, Connie, she was saying the same thing. She said, I just can't think of anything to wear because you get paid money for the best costume. And they like bar hopping back in the day. This is when they're young. And I told my older sister, Joyce, I said, go make this kind of noise. I go, I said, can you do that? And she said, sure. And I told my younger sister, I said, I want you to make this noise. She said, I can do that. She went, I said, now do it together. They went, you know, they did it together. I said, you can go tonight as bar flies. Oh, they didn't like that. And my sister's here, she would tell you right now, I still don't like it. Yeah, I told them they could go as bar flies. You know, flying, buzzing around. Let me take that thing over here out of the theater. Remove from the studio. Bar flies. Yeah, buzzing, bar flies. Not blowflies now. They may have, yeah, that's a possibility. You never know. I never asked no questions. I'm going to do one more thing and then I won't do no more. I'm doing this for my friend Jerry Gibbs. You'll get to see him at the end of this. I'm going to do a little video now for those that don't like musical videos. I did this musical video for him. He wanted me to do it for a long time and I just kept putting it off. And finally he said, could you put me together? I really want, and then what happens when he would go to the VFW club, he would have this big screens up there and all throughout the VFW club, everything was hooked to his frequency and he would play my musical videos and he'd walk out amongst the guests. You know, he'd like when he's taking a break, he'd put the musical videos up on the screen. Oh, you got to run. You just saying that because you don't want to see another video. I know that feeling. Well, I'll leave a seat up here. There's a seat over here for you. So it's got a loose spring in it. So be careful when you sit down in it. All of my stuff is old around here. How have I got him, Lenny? Well, there's one or he escaped. At least he manned up and skipped out before the thing started. So let me get it started before I lose my whole entire audience. Wait, there's another one losing? Another one leaving? No, I guess we've got 6 in here. All right, I got a full house, 6. We're going to do this one last one right here. I think you're going to like this. And this is not his original song. He sang this, but the original artist, he got the permission to use this, and has been singing this for years, and probably laying over in the hospital waiting for his time to come. This is him singing one more time. I think you'll love this old song right here. Just watch the little, the little stuff that goes on in the background in the musical video as he's singing. I tried to encompass everything he was doing.
Riding on the city of New Orleans, Illinois Central, early morning mail. 15 cars and 15 restless riders, 3 conductors and 25 sacks of mail. All along the southbound Odyssey, the train pulls out at Kankakee and rolls along past houses, farms, and fields, passing trains that have no name, and graveyards full of old black men, and graveyards full of rusted automobiles. Good morning, America, how are you? Say, don't you know me? I'm your favorite son. I'm the train they call the city of New Orleans, and I'll be gone 500 miles when the day is done. Dealing cards with the old man in the club car. Penny a point, ain't no one keeping score. Pass the paper bag that holds the bottle. Feel the wheels rumbling beneath the floor. And the sons of Pullman porters and the sons of engineers ride their father's magic carpet made of steel. Mothers with their babes asleep, rocking to the gentle beat, and the rhythm of the rail is all they feel. Good morning, America, how are you? Say, don't you know me? I'm your favorite son. I'm the train they call the city of New Orleans. I'll be gone 500 miles when the day is done. City of New Orleans, changing cars in Memphis, Tennessee. Halfway home, we'll be there by morning. Through the Mississippi darkness, rolling down to the sea. But all the towns and people seem to fade into a bad dream, and the steel rails still ain't heard the news. The conductor sings his songs again. The passengers will please refrain. This train has got the disappearing railroad blues. Good morning, America, how are you? Say, don't you know me? I'm your favorite son. I'll be gone 500 miles when the day is done.
And there you have it. Oh, hey, we only lost 2 people. Hey, how about that? I was expecting, I was afraid the number would go down to 0. Oh, one came back. They go, oh, thank God that thing's over. Woo! I thought he was going to wear us out. Oh, Lord. And hello, Desert Outlaw. When I had it up full screen, I couldn't see you there. Oh. Oh, my God. Those trains during the 40s and the 50s were all steamers. And, well, they had the diesel locomotive, by that period of time on the main lines. But all of our stuff was all steam. And I'm glad you guys stuck it out on that. Old Jerry, he if he was sitting here beside me, Jerry Gibbs. Dave, did you get in here in time to see the city of New Orleans? Did you get to catch that one, Dave? Hey, good. Hey, good. Retired writer. Thank you. A lot to be said about the old days. Dave, I'm glad you showed up here, but we were doing some testing. We're just doing a kind of, oh, I'm hoping it shows up. This is not being recorded because I've used that 50 hours up 100 hours ago. This ain't being recorded, so I doubt if it'd be a replay on this one, but I went in today and went through all the YouTube stuff that I had put back all the way back to 2007, started cleaning out little things that meant a lot to me. See, the gentleman who's just singing that song, his name is Jerry Gibbs, and he used to own a charter bus company. He was the one that used to haul Willie Nelson all over the country. I mean, he hauled him everywhere. He used to run him up to Chicago, out to Nashville, and all the way out to Las Vegas, Reno. Went out there played out in the Orange Bowl. Willie and his kids and his family went out there and played. And old Jerry hauled him out there. Jerry was a man's man. He's still alive, but he loved Willie Nelson. He did a lot of Willie Nelson songs, and he sang one for me. And I played it I played it for my wife on her final days, and she loved it. Yeah, Willie Nelson did a song, An Angel. It was really good. Angel that flew too close to the ground. You get a chance. Man, and Willie is really alive. He has what it takes. When he was born, obviously he had the right genes. I love his spirit for life. Oh, Dave's got to get him some. Let me see. He's getting him some Good Morning coffee. Well, it's raining here pretty good. Been raining for like an hour. Oh, I like. Yeah, Red-Headed Stranger. Oh, Red-Headed Stranger who rode into Blue Rock, Montana. I think it's Blue Rock, Montana. Oh, yeah. Oh, you're getting rain in Australia. Well, that's good. The farmers probably really need it out there, the west out there. Yeah, the redheaded stranger from Blue Rock, Montana, rode into town one day. I remember the. Oh yeah. I like that song. Who did that? Oh, a real famous El Paso. Marty Robbins. I guessed. I remember Marty Robbins. Oh yeah, you're coastal. You're going to get the moisture there. I like Marty Robbins when he did El Paso. You know, I had me a beautiful Mexican woman, and I never did take a bullet for her. She almost put a bullet in me. I didn't kidding you. We were calling it quits, and she decided. Well, it was quite a dilemma. It wasn't worth rehashing, but I'd always think about Marty Robbins. Big Iron. Oh, yeah, I was riding my old heavy Betty out there, and I did the Big Iron. You know, I pulled my gun, my 6-shooter, and shot the jug. Big Iron, Big Man. Oh, man, it's some great memories. Some of those songs. Dry and cold here. We're calling for snow. Oh, well, let me show you. Y'all talk amongst yourself. I'm going to show you what it looked like here on January the 25th. January the 25th. Right here. Y'all just get ready for this. January 25th, 2024. If y'all up for this right here, this is what's coming.
Somewhere around 9 o'clock, it started snowing pretty heavy. I saw an alert come up on the screen here on my computer that a terrible thing they call it. The weather people here call it the Arcticnado. Yeah, Arcticnado. I guess it's the Arctic, when the Arctic Express meets Alabama tornado. Well, she started blowing really heavy, snowing, and the first thing our governor, of course, being the great governor she is, she called out for the road departments to send the road graders and the sanders to north central Alabama where the snow was the heaviest. Now, it was reported a wild truck driver out of Arkansas was being chased by the Arkansas State Police, and he crashed up here at a little town called Warrior on I-65 South. Had all the freeway blocked up and everything. And meanwhile, the road graders and the road crew, they made it all the way to Finley Boulevard. And they was there trying to get some coffee and stuff. And while he was at the Plan J truck stop there, somebody stole all the wheels and the tires and the chains and stuff off the road graders and the sanding trucks. Well, the governor was so mad, she called up 4,000 National Guards, and she sent them to north central Alabama. Sent them on an urgent mission to get their highway and the freeway open. Well, they made it. The National Guard left out of Montgomery. They made it up to the first problem they encountered was in Inslee, Fairfield, and Bessemer. They come under heavy gunfire. And they fought themselves in a pretty good gun battle there. And somewhere around, I think about 10 o'clock, they surrendered to the militia there in the Inslee area. Now, thank goodness, over here in Blount County, we've got rednecks that runs around and pick up trucks shooting guns all the time. Well, they went up there and was able to get rescued and got the hostages, the National Guard freed up, and then they made it on up to up here and started opening the highway up and everything, and I'm going to tell you what, it's just been a wild night. Now, James Spann, you know he's going to be, he's a newscaster. See, I'm what they call the Arkadelphia prognosticator. I'm the weather guy in Arkadelphia, and when I saw James Spann pumping in suspenders, I knew it was going to be serious. So we started hunkering down here. But I got to let everybody know that Angelique and I are doing good. We're well. It's a little cold. Power went off last night, and my gosh, I tell you this, it got down to 10 degrees here at my house. God bless everybody.
Yep, that's when the blizzard hit. That was what I did as soon as we could get the Harley loaded on the back of my trailer sitting over there. We headed to Florida, and that afternoon I left here at 4 o'clock in the morning. We stayed here for 4 days till they opened up the road. Then we headed down to Florida, 83 degrees, riding with my t-shirt in Clearwater, Tampa, Florida area. Oh my God, it was so beautiful. We left here, the morning we left here, it was 8 degrees Fahrenheit. After that snow came, we packed our asses up and we went to Florida. I got a sister living down there. And we was out there riding all over there. First thing we got down there, my sister hopped on the back and I took her down to the beach and on the back of the Harley and yeah. So we took the escape route. Well, anyhow, I'm really happy that you guys came over and joined me this evening for a little get together here in the evening, early evening. It's been a busy day for me. Mine started out early. We did a short 3 or 4 hour this morning. We didn't stay on very long. And then I went out and shot a video and posted it. I don't even know, it's up, but I don't know how it's doing. I haven't been over there. And then I thought I'd experiment with downloading all that crap from YouTube. See, I've got it in my possession now because there may be a time when YouTube like eliminates me. At least I'd have it on my hard drive. I've got a terabyte, one of those. I have 2 terabytes. One is, both of them are solid state, so I'll have, I've got plenty of storage to keep some of the old, this is for my grandkids and stuff, in case they terminate me, at least I'll have them. And hello, Lucy. Lucy in the sky with diamonds. I can't sing. I just thought about it. I thought, well, some of them, those that I like, and especially, I did this tonight in honor of my friend Jerry, that is laying over here at the Veterans Home. I don't know. There's a Leonard Cohen. Just a really great poet, great writer, great singer, has some of the most greatest songs. He sang a song, waiting for the vision to come, what was that? Oh, I love that thing. It was like most people, they live wonderful, full lives, and then you wait for whatever it is. I ain't sticking around. I'm not waiting. They'll have to come and get me. But it just dawned on me to do that, and tomorrow I might go through and pick out a few more. I got a computer over there. I got another one over there. I should put these on like a 256 gigabyte thumb drive and just put them over on that computer and keep them for the grandkids and stuff. And they're not going to be into this stuff, but as you guys at your age and stuff, you like some of the old stuff. Even Desert Outlaw, He loves some of the old stuff, from the old days, because he hangs around cowboys, and cowboys is the backbone of America. I mean, everybody eats beef. Can't have your beef on the table without the cowboys. Yeah, when you're young, cowboying is a good way of life. Hey, Ron, what do they call the cowboys in Australia? I know the gauchos are down in Argentina and places like that. Do they use the term cowboy in Australia? Maybe I went off the air. I don't know. That looks pretty still there. Oh, no, my shows I'm broadcasting. Motor Mom, are you still around? Oh, there you go. Man, I miss my cowboy days. Oh, yeah. Yeah, the way of life with a rope, like you learn the heel and toe and stuff like that. If you got really good at it, it's your own personal challenge. Like we was talking about running down little steers. My brother would stand up on the bumper and hop over onto a little steer and bulldog it down to the ground. And we would do that over and over. And as he got better, Jackaroo, and Jillaroo, Jack and Jill. Oh, I got you. Cowboys and cowgirls, Jackaroo. That is really nice. I've heard that term, but I had forgotten it. And drover is another. Yeah, we use the drovers. Those are the working cowboys. When you got working around a stockyard, you're a cowboy. But when you're out there on the trail, you're a drover. When you're moving the animals, that was the days of drovers. I think that's where all the romantic side of cowboy life came from. It wasn't feeding the cattle at the stockyard. Would you like to be like a retired rider? Would you like to be like Ted Turner up in Montana on 1 million acres? 1 million acres. And another guy's got 1 million acres, maybe more now, is David Letterman. Them boys bought up a lot of land. Yeah, the drovers. Them's the hard-working boys right there. The ones that work in the stockyard, they got their work to do and everything. Especially the branding. When you got a lot of medical things you have to do to your animals to keep them healthy. Yeah, a lot of 2-4. You're right. There's a lot of work. Hey, I got helicopter videos of me flying. We were in a Huey. Me and old Joe, my buddy that comes over here, me and old Joe, we took a ride in a Huey gunship, and him and I sat in the gun seat. We sat side by side and put our feet on the rail, and with a little 2-inch strap around our body to hold us in, we leaned out there where the weapon is mounted outside, of course. We did a flight with the crew that flew it in Vietnam. Flew the helicopter we were in was the one that they flew. They surplused those helicopters and they bought it, and they completely redone everything, and they take people for rides. And it's like they make a strafing run. They bank over real hard, put that propeller, you're riding on the end of that prop, and it's just, wow, I mean, it is something else. And then they go down and they make a run into the trees and they pull up, and, oh, it's breathtaking. I'm talking about, if you get a chance to ride in a gunship, now I'm not talking about the Cobra. I'm talking about the Huey. They're not nowhere near. My buddy that was a backseat guy in that Cobra. Good God Almighty, the action he got to see from the back seat. That Cobra gunship was an awesome weapon. The pilot, when he looked and moved his head, the gun barrel moved just like in the A-10 Warthog. And let me tell you a little clue. If you get to one time they took us, the Pierce County Sheriff Department, they was running a rescue. We had 5 airline pilots that had crashed on the side of a mountain. And we went down with my crew down. Boeing called us up and said, you got to go. And so we all went over and loaded up. And here's what they tell you. You got to listen to them. When you get out there, there's going to be, the LZ is not going to be a place where they can sit down. You've got to get off the helicopter while they're hovering 2 or 3 feet off the ground with all the stuff you got on you. And here's what you want to do. You make sure that you leave the helicopter from off the rail and don't reach back and grab a hold of that rail at the bottom, the landing rail. Don't do that, because that blade is turning. And if you're like in September, October, when the static is at a certain place, all that energy of that blade circulating in the sky comes out, and it'll arc 4 inches over to your fingers. It'll come from the rail over to your fingers, and I mean, it will light you up. And when you jump, you want to make sure you jump clear. Well, I jumped, and my buddy, I'm always talking about my buddy Tim Shefflin. Old Tim was in Vietnam, and he knew better about what happened. The helicopter rose up about the time he let go, and he held on to one rail there for a little bit because he wanted to make sure they was repositioned and on the LZ there where he needed to get off. Good night, Robin. Oh, there's some mighty fine flying them boys could do back in the day. They brought their skills home with them, and then they got into the civilian aviation and started taking people for rides and doing stuff, and they could put on quite a show. Yeah, we used to go in. We went up there at Mount St. Helens. This was after the mountain had blown up, but we went over to Mount Margaret, right straight in front of Mount St. Helens. We had some hikers that had got themselves in a little bit of a predicament. And so they sent a rescue team in there, and our team was called up, and that was a very good, successful rescue. Everybody was safe, and there was no serious injuries. I'm so happy, Lucy, you come over and joined us tonight here on Old Mac's channel. For what it's worth, we have a lot of old stuff. Almost everything I've got is old. I don't have any new modern stuff. Old guy, old stuff. Yeah, I'm looking forward. I'm going to Washington. I'm going up there in December, and I'm looking forward to it. I was up there last year, but unfortunately it wasn't a pleasant trip. Oh, 2-4. Let the show begin. Well, you missed my snowstorm. You missed my snowstorm there, Dave. I showed them what the blizzard of 2024 looked like here in Alabama. I might have embellished a little bit on the story, but the snow was real. I was just telling a story about me and Tim Shefflin. We went and they took us into this area where 5 commercial pilots was killed in a private plane, and they had to set up a rescue channel. You sound all bright-eyed and bushy. Well, hey, what are we doing here? What are we doing here? This is something I didn't even think about doing. Motorbomb usually reminds me. But let's do it this way right here. There we go. There you go, Dave. You can come right on up in here. Anybody, 2-4, turn your camera on. You just can't use an Instamatic or a Polaroid. You got to use a regular. It's got to be legit. I mean, we're really sticklers on that. Well, there's the link right there. Anybody wants to jump on it and come in and join us. I want to see Motorbomb. I think he's got to work tomorrow. I hope he's still in here. We got Lucy in the sky with diamonds. And Sick was in here, but Sick's gone too, I think. Yeah. Oh, they probably went over on another live, didn't he? Yeah, I didn't know they was having one, but maybe they got multiple going at one time. Hey, there's room enough on the internet for everybody. One thing about it, you can split the screen and you can go do one half. You know, you can work 2 at the same time. They should link theirs over to mine so we can have all them people in here, you know, see what's going on over there in Sick's world. Let me see what else I got over here that I think it might be of interest. Let me see. Got a bunch of stuff. Oh, here's one I think you boys might like. It's yeah, this one right here you might like. This is a part of my life too, right here.
Ground control to Major Tom. Ground control to Major Tom. Take your protein pills and put your helmet on. Ground control to Major Tom. 7, 6. Commencing countdown, engines on. check ignition, and may God's love be with you.
5, 4, 3, 2.
This is ground control to Major Tom. You've really made the grade, and the papers want to know whose shirts you wear. Now it's time to leave the capsule if you dare.
No, ragazza sola, no, 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 stavolta sei in errore.
And I'm floating in the most peculiar way, and the stars look very different today.
Ora ragazzo solo, dove andrai? La notte è un grande mare. Se ti serve la mia mano per nuotare, grazie, ma stasera io vorrei morire, perché sai negli occhi miei c'è un angelo che ormai non vola più, che ormai non vola più, che ormai non vola più.
For here am I sitting in a tin can,
That's right, Anderson.
far above the world.
Planet Earth is blue, and there's nothing I can do. Oh, danger, Goldie, danger, panda.
Well, oh yeah, that 1B, man. I tell you, that little capsule up there in the top, where I think it was Gemini at the time. And that thing you see at the top up there where the ladder is, that's a lightning rod up there. And then marks you see, that's where lightning has burned all the paint off it. And they have to paint it every so often because it gets struck by lightning all the time. And, oh yeah, that goes back 50 years or more. I don't know exactly when that program, more than 50 years ago, half a century. And that would be old. Yeah, that the guys that had, we can't say it now. We don't use any kind of profanity or nothing like that. But you know what I got in my hand right here? Oh, they're heavy. Oh, you strap yourself in something like that with 1,000,000 pounds of thrust and shoot your ass off up and make a couple of circles around the moon, and just call it a good afternoon and land in the ocean. Kahuna. Yeah, that's the perfect word. Kahuna. Yeah. See, that's keeping it within the standards of decency. Like from now on, you say, I got to scratch my kahunas. Well, you don't even have to say it. Just do it. As long as we don't see it, for God's sakes, nobody wants to see that. Dave, are you still here with us, Dave? I don't see. Did Dave leave? I bet he went over and joined the other guys. Dang. All right, see you in the morning, 2-4. I'm going to do, well, since everybody's gone, just me and you, just the hardcore people here. I want to do one more and then I won't do any more after this, I promise. This friend of mine, her name is Elizabeth. She spent her whole life as a flight attendant. One of her very best friends was a singer by the name of Celine Dion. Oh, you're going to be in for a treat then. Celine Dion, she has a fabulous studio in Canada. Celine, she wanted to do a number for me. She loved America. And no, not yet. We're fixing to play a tune here, so don't go away. This is going to be good. This is a Canadian lady. Her father comes on here. His name is Ad. For those that remembers, Ed is in Val-d'Or, Quebec. And he comes in and always speaks to me during the week. And so his daughter made this song for me. That she made quite a few songs for me, but I also, then in turn, I made musical videos for the song that she did for me in Celine Dion's studio. And her father and mother are so proud of her. She's an international, recognized all around the world. She's a wonderful human being. Elizabeth, you'll see her. And we're gonna do the one last thing for you folks. That is, if I can find it, I believe this is it right here. Yeah, maybe this might be it. Yeah, I think we'll try this one right here. This is for our hero, American hero. This applies to American people, but it also applies to every freedom-loving human being that has ever been beside America in its strife and troubles around the world. Steadfast allies, and you Aussies are a key player in most of the things that we've ever achieved. And the Canadian people love Americans. It doesn't get said as often as much as it should be because of political bullshit, crap that people passes out and says nasty things about Canadians and all that stuff, or just crazy, nasty stuff. But at the end of the day, we love them, they love us, and here's to prove that is a song that she did, and here's the musical video I made as a tribute to her for her kindness to me. That was a long build-up. This had better be good. This had better be good.
It must have been cold there in my shadow to never have sunlight on your face. You were content to let me shine. That's your way. You always walked a step behind. So I was the one with all the glory, while you are the one with all the strength. A beautiful face without a name for so long. A beautiful smile to hide the pain. to go unnoticed. But I've got it all here in my heart. Want you to know I know the truth. Of course I know it. I would be nothing without you. Do you ever know that you're my hero? Everything I would like to be. I could fly higher than an eagle. You are the wind beneath my wings. Did I ever tell you you're my hero? You're everything, everything I wish I could be. Oh, I could fly higher than an eagle. You are the wind beneath my wings. You are the wind beneath my wings. Oh, wind beneath my wings. Oh, you. The wind beneath my wings. Fly, fly, fly away. You let me fly so high. Oh, you. The wind beneath my wings. Oh, you. The wind beneath my wings. Fly, fly, so high against the sky. So high I almost touched the sky. Thank you, thank you, thank God for you. The wind beneath my wings.
There you go. Our American hero sails high above our heads. Oh, I still got 5 people left. Sometimes when I Freedom Pigeon, shut the F up. Oh, don't make me grab you by the steel kahunas. For God's sakes, make an anti-American statement like that. Hell, God damn, I'll tell you, it just gets me really riled up when I hear people talk bad about America. This is America. Acting 101. Freedom Pigeon. Oh, I enjoyed putting that together. It took me a while for her to get it, and the strength of the bird. Well, you see up there, they was in a tree and they was sharing the food, and everybody was having a good meal. So, it's better than a buzzard. I mean, I love a buzzard as well. Buzzard's magnificent. I go out there. Oh, thank you, passerby. I really appreciate you saying that. I really do. And she did too. And her father loved it as well. And that video, they sent it to Europe. It was over in Europe. And it was a hit. So I didn't have much success on YouTube. YouTube was sort of like a fledgling company. Then they started imposing rules about everything, It will probably consume itself after a while. Well, I appreciate you saying that, Lydia. I did that for her because she was kind enough to share her music with me, and she lived a beautiful life. See, the reason we have so much in common. I spent all those years with the military aviation. Her father has a background in aviation. Her brother flies for Air Canada. In fact, he may be over in Lebanon or somewhere. He used to fly back and forth during every year at Mecca when they flew to Mecca. His Canadian Air flew so many flights over there, taking people to the Holy Lands, and I'm talking about really packed out airplanes. And he's been in some wonderful countries. He's got to do a lot of stuff. That's Ad's son, and this is Ad's daughter, Elizabeth. Robert he's a really good guy. Ad, a father and mother, Margaret, she's a beautiful woman. They're in their 90s. He's in his, I ain't gonna say nothing about her age. She's a lovely lady, and but Ad is getting some mileage on him, and he's a handsome Frenchman. The wedge-tail. I know they have some eagles down in South America that are much big. They can pick up a sheep. I mean, I have seen videos of them picking up sheep. And the point of what we're doing here is trying to preserve some of the old videos and stuff that we made a long time ago. See, I didn't do this with Facebook. I've got hundreds of videos I'll never see again, ever. Not that I want to see, but my grandkids will never see them. They're all have been consumed by that organization, Facebook. But we got these now, and we'll save. I'll go and pick out a few more. I won't be playing them all the time. I was doing a test tonight to see how the quality would be. Because when you download from YouTube, you upload a 4K video, you don't get a 4K video back. The highest you're going to get back from YouTube is 1080p, and most time it's 480p. You know, the world is our playground. And the world doesn't, America don't just belong to me. We have a piece of land. We gave it a name. We took it from the Indians and called it ours and gave it a name. And we usually try to welcome everybody to America. And we find the kind of people that would come to America, most of the places they come from would welcome us. There are some places that it probably not be advisable to go unless you had a good background in the country and maybe have a little bit of knowledge of the language and the customs. But I believe at the end of the day, most earthly creatures have the same common goals, is to make it through the day or make it through their life without causing a lot of ripples. And you can really, you can do that. I have not went into other people's lands or other people's customs and belittle them or ridicule them or none of that stuff. I'm just not into that. I don't do that kind of stuff. When I see I go to 7-Eleven and I see a guy in a turban. Now, first, I got my buddy, usually sits right over there. We went into this place, and there was a guy with a turban on his head. And my buddy said, "Ali Akbar, Ali Akbar," started yelling this back when everybody looked around over at us. And I went, "Oh, hell." I said, "Joe, this guy is not a Muslim," and it wouldn't matter to me, but he's a Sunni. He's his religion. He wears this. He's a man of faith. that turban is a symbol, just like a monk wearing a cross, or the Pope wearing his little robe and gown and stuff. When the man puts the turban on his head, he has achieved a level in his religion that gives him the privilege of wearing that turban. Not everybody can wear the turban. Yeah, God is great. Yeah, that it's not offensive unless you say it like this, Ali Akbar, like as a put down to whoever you're screaming at. But there's so much confusion. And I think, honest to God, I believe it was intended to be that way. I don't know, maybe it's a test to see how humans can handle it. Oh yeah, my sister. Oh, absolutely. I've got people that come in here. I've got people that I know from other platforms, and they come in here, and I've got people that comes in that live in Gaza, and I've got people that live in Israel that comes in here. I've got people that live in the Ukraine that comes in here. And they've all trying to find a way to get through life that their government has created an atmosphere to where it makes it intolerable in such a way. So if you have a place like this, a safe haven where you can come in and meet everybody and be a part of whatever's going on, show us some of your videos. Show us your motorcycle riding ability. Oh, fentanyl, coke, and other drugs being manufactured. Oh, heck. Woo. Well, I can tell you firsthand knowledge about fentanyl. Fentanyl is a horrible drug if it's being abused, or and there are so many people that abuses it. My son's wife, she had complicated childbirth, and she had a cesarean. Oh, passerby, please come back and visit again. You're always welcome here at Old Mac's place. Yeah, see that patch you're talking about. All right, so she had this cesarean, and she had complications, and they had prescribed her this, and it was to be put on a patch. Here's what she did. She put one in her mouth. She folded it up, put it in her mouth, and it was still in her throat when they pronounced her dead. It didn't take her long. She never swallowed it. Only whatever is in that patch went immediately. Yeah, like I say, if it's used as it's prescribed. I broke my leg, both bones, and I had to have surgery. And what they did is they gave a spinal tap to me. They absolutely paralyzed me from my navel down. I had no use of my legs. I had no use of my nothing. There was nothing in there. Everything was dead. And so at 1 o'clock in the morning, I was woken up by 4 beautiful ladies. They was really pretty. Spinal Tap. I know you're thinking of musical group Spinal Tap, but I think they must call it something else now. But I'm from the old days when we called it things that they called it when I was a kid. Well, I woke up at 1 o'clock in the morning. These 4 lovely young ladies. The oldest, well, the nurse was about probably 30 years of age, but the other 3 women, they were college students, and they was working the candy striping, learning about medicine and stuff like that. And so their job was to change my catheter. Well, the 3 young ladies was over here, 18 years of age ladies, and the older lady, the nurse, was over here, and she was telling them what to do to get ready to change the catheter. Well, they had my catheter taped down to the side of my leg over by the kahunas. And so the nurse said, if you will, why don't you reach down and take the tape off so they can get access to your tube, your catheter. And I said, sure. So I reached down there. Oh my God, I could feel this piece of meat down there, but I couldn't tell what it was. I knew it was something, but it was my legs were dead. There was no sensation. I could feel the volume of something in my hand, and I kept prowling around down in there. And now I'm trying to find this edge of the tape to peel the tape off. Oh, and I couldn't do it. My fingers was working good, but I couldn't tell what I was pinching my own piece of skin. And when I was pulling it, it had hairs on my leg there, and I was pulling them hairs, and it ain't hurting me, but I couldn't get nothing loose. And finally, she pulled back the sheet there, and she said to the young lady over there, reach down there and pull the tape off, but be swift about it. Still called a spinal, okay. Well, she ripped that thing off there, and oh my God, what an operation. She was quoting to each one of those girls what they were doing next. One was the one that did the removing, and the other one prepped it to get ready, and the third one did the insertion. Put the thing, let me see if I can find how big a diameter it was. It was a big catheter. Oh my God. I ain't feeling nothing until the spinal tap wore off the next day. When they have to change them every 8 hours, I think. And whoa, that's an eye-opening experience when they take that catheter out. So, all right. I promised a while ago there wouldn't be no more, but this is for those. This is Halloween. I've got to do this. This is important. This is Halloween. I'm going to do you one little. This is to make you have nightmares tonight. Now, where I'm sitting here right now, there's 2 drawers over here and 2 drawers over there, and I've got a desktop. It's a 6-foot desktop, and there's a big space under there. And now you're going to see my dog was laying here beside me, and he kept digging under the. I thought he was trying to get a dog bone or something like that out from under the desk, and he had his little foot sticking under there. He was digging under there. I said, "What are you doing, Theo?" And he looked up at me, and he just kept digging around there. And then he started a little bit of whining and everything, and got my attention. So I finally looked down, and this is what I be seeing. It was behind my desk, but this when I reached over and got the camera, I had to get the camera. And the thing was laying right by my feet down there under the desk there. And I opened the door for it and got my camera so I could get him as he. What? Oh, shit. I didn't mean for it to end like that. Shoot, I said. I said shoot. It sound different than that in Southern. Hey, Sick, I'm glad you come over, buddy. We've been going down memory lane, telling all kinds of old stories about the days when, garter snake, giant garter, nobody. That right there is a chicken snake. And over there by my bed, I got a chest of drawers. And when they put the hardwood floor down, they had to move the chest of drawers out. They took 5 6-foot skins out, and the skins of that big old wide skin, they had been 5 of them, or maybe one had shedded his skin 5 times. I don't know, but they was all 6-foot skins. I know they rumble around in here at night because the dog gets upset sometimes, but I think he's made friends with them. I believe Dave, when he was in here earlier, he saw a video I did of this big one that was big. It laid all the way across the top of the range in there, the stove. That was a sound effect. Just a sound effect. But anyhow, we do have snakes here. But we've never had like a rattlesnake or a copperhead inside the house. We got them outside. I don't know. I think I got a cat out there that will kill most everything. And my little dog, he's no help. He don't do anything. Oh, let me put this right here. Let me see if I can do this. I'm sorry, buddy. I need to see some Sick today. I didn't get to see you this morning. There's my buddy Dave. There he is. He's already had his coffee this morning, looking good.
Okay. Mr. Mac.
Yes, sir.
What I've got to do is I've also got bloody, what do you call it? I've got delays and everything. But what we're going to do, because I'm now on the computer, I can do things, good things, though, like post my latest little,
My signal's going away.
What's happening?
I said my signal's going away. We got a storm in here now. Now it's back up again. I saw my signal going away. I've got on mine, on this StreamYard, it shows me what my signal strength is.
Oh, yeah.
And it's back up to full steam now, but we got a storm in here right now, but nothing dangerous.
Okay.
Go ahead, buddy.
I'm glad. Now, let me just get this. Copy. Let me go to here and go paste. And feel free. Feel free to have a bit of a quick look at a 6-minute video. Nothing too long.
There you go. Well,
but then I can talk about my drumming, because,
hey, I'd love to see it.
So it's up there. I think it's easy enough. I'm pretty sure you can bring it up.
Ah, there we go. Oh, that's Desert Outlaw. He's back.
Oh,
Oh,
he
he's,
does.
on,
He'll like this.
he's live now.
Live and direct. Yes, sorry. Live and direct. I always get told off. People are sleeping. Oh, I'll try it in here. There you go. I don't know because I do have a moderator. So can I? Yes, that's what I can do. I can present this. I can present this. There you go. Just a little highlight. See how it goes.
There we go.
Sorry, wasn't very good.
Oh man, I loved it.
I didn't think of that. I'm going to do it again. I'm so sorry,
Okay.
Mac. Here I have to go this way. I'm just experimenting, and I'm
Sure.
so glad. I'm so glad you're letting me experiment.
That's what I'm doing tonight too.
Sounds a bit weird, but anyway, here we go. So copy the link, bring it here. We go to present. We go to video file, and we go this one here, and then we go, there you go. I think that's it. So I've been getting some strikes by using other people's music, so I thought, bugger it. I've got enough of my own music. Let's try with my own music. And, you know, as if my ego's shrinking a little bit. And why not?
Is this the one? Is this the one you just added?
That's it.
When you're a filmmaker, it doesn't really matter what you do. You got wind, you got the elements, you got everything, you know, that is here in Fremantle. Cars. Anyway, I was thinking about taking the bike up to the pier there and doing a 360 walk around. What do you reckon? I think we should go again.
Okay, enough. That's all right. That's enough, old man.
That's
You know,
beautiful.
this is your show, you know. And
Well, it was beautiful. I see the ship back there, the sailing ship,
yep,
the hull.
they're slowly working on it, so it's good. It will get to its former glory. But anyway, I just wanted to show you or hear you when I was going on the drum.
Yeah.
You know, bang, bang, bang. And so I think I would have been about 25 years old when I recorded that.
That was sweet.
Yeah.
Just, how did you do the sounds? You know, the overlay of some of those sounds that you had.
Psychedelic rock.
The reel to reel.
Ah,
You've got
man.
four different channels. So start out with the drums, add the bass, and then you get a delay pedal, and you put the microphone through the delay pedal. Just.
I can see Desert Outlaw after dropping a little acid, and that music is playing in the background.
So I
maybe
think,
too.
I think it's you know, I think that's the way to go. You know, this can be monetized. It can be, you know, don't get any strikes because it's not anyone else's music. It's mine.
Right.
And mind you, there might be something, I don't know, but Matthew, Old Mac, thank you for the opportunity to share something on your channel.
Everybody enjoyed it.
And just get a little bit of, but then, you know, they'll put some other music that's sort of folky as well and a bit different, but it all depends on so I'm going out tonight to do a bit of filming with a bike club. It's a bit of a birthday bash on tonight, and I'm going to a clubhouse. You know, I want to sort of build it up a little bit, and you know, it should be quite good. Some really dear friends of mine who are celebrating some milestones in their lives, and we'll have a bit of a chit chat, the muggings, laying in the desert. So not too many lives today for Davey. I don't think I'll be doing. But I tell you what, we had a bit of a clean house yesterday. All the trolls ran for the hills. The sick bastard came in there with he had basically an M50, and yeah, they all packed up and ran. They didn't like it. That you've got a moderator from the left field coming in and controlling, and you know it was a schooling lesson for all the moderators. That's the job that they're supposed to do, and here's how to do it. And the old sick bastard loved it, you know. And I think that's his way of, you know, definitely strengthening the friendship and the care. Sick day peyote in Australia. Yep, I'm looking at a tree right now. We've got a peyote tree in Australia, sick. But I don't know how to prepare it or anything, but nor do I really want to. It's sort of, my poor old fried brain's a bit frazzled, and it doesn't need any more frazzling. It doesn't need any more frazzling. So that's good. See, on the phone, I can't do any of this. I can't bring up links. I can't do anything like that. So this way on the laptop, I can. You know, I can. So thank you, Mac.
Let me. You was getting ready to make coffee a while ago. Let me show you a little rerun that we did a while ago, back during the Duck Dynasty days.
Thank you. Please do.
Yeah, this. I did this earlier, but
I missed it.
Yeah, this is back during the Duck Dynasty days. Here's the backstory. Ruth wanted me. I had dark streaks in my beard, but I had gray and dark streaks, and she wanted me to fix it up where it didn't look so god awful ugly. She said so. She got me Just for Men, and she did it. She took the little brush and run through there and tried to blend the black with take all the gray out. Well, you'll see the results. You're gonna laugh your head off when you see this. Most people would never show something like this, but I will. I have no modesty left.
No. I'll look at the calendar.
Well, hope you can see this. What I intend to do today is blow that target up over there, and I'm going to use
There's the target right here.
DPMS
There's the target where my mouth is going.
to blow it up with.
That's 1 pound of tannerite.
It should work good. That's really close. I don't advise anybody to do this. I got my safety glasses on. I've got my ear protection, and I'm behind the screen. Not much protection, and I've got it set on 2 1-gallon water jugs. And this goes good. It should be a nice effect. We won't know until we review it. I'm going to shoot from over here, and it's a beautiful sunny day, very cool. Right now it's about 65 degrees, and should be ideal conditions. If this works as planned, should see some good fireworks. It should maybe see a flash and a bang over there, and you're going to hear it. So wish me luck. There we go.
I'm about 75 years old when I did this.
Trying to get as much safety as I can get going here. I want to get it good and solid on my shoulder. This is the gun that broke my nose.
Ooh.
Kaboom.
Woo!
So,
Let me get the safety on here. We survived it.
Tannerite's a blast.
That I gotta say, that was a good one. Woo!
the only thing that's missing in this is you know, having your post-cordial cigarette. You know?
Whoa. Oh man, this is what's left of the 2 1-gallon jugs. Boy, the smoke, that was impressive. Oh, I love that. Oh, look here. Here's some of the material right here at the camera. That's the duct tape. Well, I hope that was good for you. It's certainly good for me. Wow, what a good shot.
Oh, there's just things that made an old man happy.
I wonder how that'll go on Saturday night when you bring that up.
Yeah, the impact. We did this in 4K, and then I slowed it down to where you can see the shock wave hit me in the chest. You can see I'm shooting through chicken wire, and the chicken wire came towards me, and then my shirt compressed. You can see my shirt move from just the shock wave. It come from the explosion. That's 1 pound of tannerite.
Jesus.
A pound of tannerite, that size of a shot, will shoot a 12-pound ball several hundred yards.
Mm. I mean, what I thought in that was that, you know, the who goes to do your harm in your house. The fool that goes to want to do harm in your house. You know, and I know that that'll never happen, but boy, oh boy, we don't have anything like that in Australia. We you know, unless you're in a gun club or something like that, but no, the population haven't got that sort of ability to unwind after a hard day at work. What did that? How many views did that video get?
Yeah, that was a 308 with a weapon I was shooting, and that would be. Well, I got some bullets laying over there. They're pretty good sized shell. A 308 is good shooting around, and yeah, that's a DPMS. That gun was made in Minnesota, and it's a good shooting gun. They're just so damn accurate, you can't hardly make a mistake with them.
That's what my brother runs, the DPMS. The Omni.
I used to get all their models. One time we bought 30 of the AR-15s. We bought them all at one time and shipped them to Washington. I bought them down here by Montgomery. And the reason being is I got connections up there. A friend of mine got me connected, and my relative wanted to start a gun club. He wanted to start a rental shop to rent out people so they can shoot AR-15s and AK-47s. I bought him 30 AK-47s shipped to him, and oh my God! But he wanted to get his own gun range and everything started, and so he could rent the gun. See what happens if you take your girlfriend or wife to the place where you can rent an AR-15 or rent a AK-47, and allow the little girl to shoot the AR-15, you know, and she pulls the trigger, it don't hurt her, and she go, "Oh, you gotta have one of these." Well, of course, then you pull them, you know. Hell yeah, that's a good gun right there. Shit, I could carry my purse. I could carry that M80 in my purse.
That's crazy.
Women get hooked up.
I was just looking at the chat, and I tell you what, there's a few people in the chat who just, like me, man, that blew me away, seeing that explosion. And wow, yeah, I can see why your channel was popular back in the day, old Mac.
We used to have the sheriff that lived right over there. I think he's retired now because he don't have the county car parked over there now, because he was up in age, and he used to come over here, and we'd have the boys from the hills. They would come in and they would have full auto stuff, but he came down one time down the driveway and he asked us not to be shooting anything automatic until after 9 o'clock in the morning.
At least till the church service is done.
Oh, hang on. We got just one more. I always say this. I think I've got one more in here that you will dearly love. This is my family. If I got this. Here we go. This is my family, and the girl in pink is my daughter, Cindy. You're going to get to meet my family here. These are all my kin folks. I mean, there's some goobers now. I ain't kidding you. I have some goobers in my family.
Got anything to say before the big shoot off?
Pew pew.
All right, we're gonna have this thing. We're gonna be doing some serious shooting right here.
AK-47.
Everybody looking good today. Glad y'all come out for the shoot
That's
off.
the
What
daughter.
you got down here? Hell, you got some big guns and everything. Oh, look at her. That's gun
right.
mama.
Roll Tide.
Hey, Mississippi guy. Hey,
Roll
give
Tide.
me one of them right there. Yeah. Hello. Good afternoon. Welcome to the shoot off.
Oh, thanks.
I'm telling you. Let's burn some ammo, folks.
Are we going one at a time?
I don't know.
No, just go.
Oh, look, she's got the pistol.
That gun on the end is a 357 auto. 357 auto shooting there on the end. She's shooting a 44. Look at that. It's a 44 Magnum right there. See the end of that barrel? Can you see that? Oh, you can pointing. Let me see. There's my mouth. That's a 44. That little skinny woman. Cindy, she's shooting a pistol. That's my daughter. And this is her husband. This is Connie's son. David, this is Connie's son. And these are all relatives. They are just family.
So the thin lady with the 45 Magnum pistol, is she single?
Yeah, I know. No, her husband. He was not able to come out that night. I think he might have had one too many doses of crystal meth. I don't know.
But anyway, I was falling in love.
But this is what when an Alabama family gets together, this is how they behave. They always, like I tell you, you get a bunch of men standing around at a campground and they'll start pulling out them damn guns, you know. I got a big one right here, boy. Yeah, but you ain't look. I ain't going to show you my gun, but here's the damn bullet that goes in the revolver. Hey, I ain't gonna shoot the damn thing. It makes too much noise. All right, I'll shoot it. Maybe.
Mac, I've got a socket that I do a huge bolt on one of my bikes, and it's still not as big as that bloody shell. You know, bloody hell. But I will say this: that a family that shoots together stays together.
Heck yeah. Yeah. Now, a little side story here, Dave. The gentleman I referred to as my daughter's husband.
Yep.
I was up there with him last year. He took us to Johnny's Dock by the Bay, a nice restaurant. Had a lot of great drinks and everything. We just had a great time. They have a compound up in the mountains. That's where we're shooting at, her compound. And they own a concrete company where they do concrete work and stuff like that. The guy was just a physical, perfect specimen of a human being. We were together last June, and now he's gone.
Oh, mate.
Oh, when they called me and said, Owen is sick. I go, what is wrong with him? I'm thinking he is sick of stomach flu or something like that. When he went in, he had like stage 4 pancreatic cancer or something like that. Oh my God. And just from the time, sick, from the time we found out about it, he was gone. It's amazing.
So
that's crazy.
I hate to end it. And my grandson was there. My grandson, he's doing really well. He started with a corporation called, we have only 2 of them in the state of Alabama. Trying to think of the name of the big box store. Kirkland, Washington. What is the big box store? I'm trying to think of. You got them in every town. Every city has one in America.
Which Starbucks?
Huh? It's like Sam's Club, but it's much bigger than that.
Hold on. Best Buy?
No, close, but this is
Costco.
Costco. Damn, I can't think of it. Because see, I've only been to Costco twice in my life, and my daughter is she's doing well. Been with the company for many years, and her son, as soon as he's graduated from school, he's soon to be a superintendent or supervisor at the Costco. Oh, yeah, I'm talking about that's a union shop. The money is like that. Oh, yeah. He'd be walking around, these things hanging out of his shirt pockets, shirt pocket. He's a good kid. He builds his own cars. He's got one of them, not a rice burner, but what do you call them? The cars that's low to the ground? Costco.
Like a tuner or something?
Yeah, tuner. shooter car. That's what I'm saying. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And they make them scream. In the Northwest, they really love the racing, but what can you do in the rain, right?
Drift.
Yeah, that's it. Hey, poor old Six is absolutely exhausted after cleaning house in Davis Channel. Oh, mate. Poor old sick bastard. You had a...
Let me bring him up on the screen. I haven't got a good eyeball look at him. He was this morning all laid up there. I didn't get to see him today. I don't think
horizontal.
Horizontal. Yeah, you were up very early in the morning. I think 3 o'clock your time.
Yeah, I was Dave. I was up from like 1 o'clock to 5, and then I fell back asleep. I remember making a coffee, and then I fell back asleep, and I woke up at 11:30.
Yeah, right. Okay.
I was like, "What is going on?" Because I'm used to being up at like 7, 8.
Yeah.
And
look, your body's healing.
Yeah.
Crazy stuff. But did you see them all run to the hills? Hey, all those trolls.
Yeah, they good. I'm glad they left.
Because they had no idea that, that the moderators were getting schooled.
Yeah.
But one of the best.
Yeah, man, they left. I was freaking zapping all of them. Everyone left. No one said another word. All the ones that had no content or anything, where they were like, they couldn't. And then I had to start going back in the chat to look for more.
Mm-hmm.
I went all the way back in the chat, and I'm just looking at them, looking at all the ones that don't look familiar, and I'm seeing who they are. And what's very important is the date that they started the account.
Yes, okay.
Okay.
So if they've got a date that's old, they're more likely to be real.
Yes.
Yep.
They've had the channel around a while.
Yeah.
So maybe there's someone that's just watching or viewing only, not putting anything out there.
But their channel's been established for longer, so you're more inclined to believe them.
Yes, you're more inclined to be like, okay, but then you want to look at how many subs do they have?
Mm.
How much is there any content there? Then you want to be like, okay, go to whoever's hosting and be like, do you know this person? Finally, and say it out on the air. Just be like, do you know this person? And if they don't, or if they say, yeah, I've had conversations, leave them alone. Be like, okay, that's no problem. Fine. As long as you know them. I'm not going to delete somebody you don't know. But like, when I come across somebody that's like, XYZ that was formed October 25th, 2024 and has zero subs and... that's it. No content. You're gone. You're a bot.
Yep.
Also, Dave, watch out for Ian Watts.
Because
I was not last night, but the other night, I was going through all the not the shorts, but the lives, and he's a moderator. He was a moderator on like 10 in a row.
Okay.
Yeah, I took a picture of him. But I was like, whoa, that's kind of weird. I think it's a hijacked. Yeah, I think it's a hijacked account. But you could see that it was this one, and then I kept scrolling through, and he was a moderator on every single one, commenting on like 10 or 11 of them at the same time.
Okay, we'll get rid of him. Yep, we'll get rid of him.
Yeah, so what I'm going to do thinking about you when I seen that.
No,
Dave, write down his name.
No, I know who it is. I know exactly who it is.
All right.
Maybe he's just that popular, but
he's not that popular. He's a bot.
Yeah.
Now,
account.
So what is their goal? To attract traffic?
That, and maybe if you're able to get information from other people through trust, you're able to get their account and maybe get their revenue and ad revenue.
How do I do this? I want to go to customize channel.
Yeah, go to settings and then go to community.
Yeah, let me just go to settings.
That is a nice one, since she's in a management position, I get her card. I get the same break that she does.
Yeah, that's the
awesome,
good card.
Mac.
It's also a lifetime. I never have to pay for nothing ever.
Good for you, Mac.
It's just the little perks of having a daughter that works at a good store.
I love their blueberry muffins.
Every time we go up there, we go over to the deli, and we all go to where all the baked stuff. Oh my God, we load up. We don't have the deli here in Birmingham is not very big in the Costco, but the one at Huntsville is a much bigger deli. But it's 44 miles for me to go to Costco, so I never go there.
It's a little
Wow,
far.
yeah, that's a trip. 44 miles. That's like probably an hour with traffic, right?
Cross Birmingham.
Easily.
Yeah.
Look, I'm sorry, guys. I'm just taking all the wrenches away. Sterling Will can have one. Sick Bastard can get one. Tony, I'm taking your wrench away. I'm sorry. Jeff Satella, the Frogzilla, Recycled Hooligan, and Buck Brown. Now, these are guys I know.
Yeah, face to face.
definitely
You
know
actually.
You've put eyes on faces.
Yep. Now, I've
Like
got that
Desert
many hidden-
Outlaw, Mac,
Yep.
me, like who, like people you know, like that you physically see our face.
Hey, I saw Ray Gregory a while ago, but I never got a chance to say hello to him because I was busy doing my thing. But he may have come and went, but I did see him earlier show up.
It's 10:38. Yeah, I see how he's doing.
So I've got heaps of hidden users as well. Like that many hidden users.
Yeah, you can't see the hidden users, right?
Mm.
Right.
When I go into my settings page, I can.
Yeah.
You've got that fella. What's his name? Gains skills. Just trolling. Red Shadows. Wonder why Ray Gregory Rides is there. He's not a hidden user. Latoya Williams. That's another one. But I'm just looking for that guy. Ian Watts official.
Hey, Dave.
Yes, mate.
Lucy.
Yes.
Not what everything seems to appear.
What? What?
Yeah. Okay. Go on.
Have you viewed the channel?
She's
Yeah,
strange.
that's not the term you should be using.
Transtestical.
How about male?
Yeah, I got that, and that's okay.
Hey, listen. I don't care what you do. What's between your legs doesn't matter to me. But like false advertising is mentally disturbed person.
Mm.
Okay, I don't care what is involved. I don't care the circumstances. I
You're
don't
not the
care your
first person.
reasoning.
Yep.
That person
Isn't
is
right.
mentally disabled.
Mm.
Sorry.
Look-
Sorry, not sorry.
Yeah, no, it's ruthless time. We have to
You
be
are a
showing no mercy.
mental case. You are batshit crazy.
Mm.
Sorry. Not sorry. Sorry, not sorry. I don't care. Listen, I've dealt with batshit crazy my whole entire life, bro.
Mm.
The less batshit crazy I have in my life, the
Better.
better. That's all I'm gonna say.
There's my buddy Ray Gregory is in here. Let's
There he is.
Yeah, let's see what Ray. Did you have a good day?
Rod, yeah. Dave will fill you in. Rod is a buddy of yours over in Australia? You hang out with him on a regular basis?
Rod, I hang out with.
Don't tell me he's a girl.
No.
No.
So, David, you can fill him in on what.
Yeah, I will.
I don't know if you already knew that. Did you already know that?
About Lucy.
Yes.
Yeah, I did.
Okay.
And I picked that straight from straight from. I mean, she's got an Adam's apple for fuck's sake.
Yeah, yeah, but-
Jawline of a Greek god.
yeah, like, yeah.
That's cool. I will say, in her defence, that she's never come across as anything
malicious.
malicious.
And that's fantastic, you know. And the cops are also nice to you right before they put the cuffs on.
Yeah, got it. Got it. And you look, you know, and I appreciate this Sick because it's the it's the editing that I just won't do, and now I'm doing it.
Yeah.
And, yeah. Sorry, run to the hills, guys. Okay, so a little bit about Rod B. Now Mac has been introduced to Rod B. Rod B was the guy that did the paintings on the car, telling the Aboriginal story.
Yes.
So Rod B is also organised the FundMe page for Frogzilla, and now he's having a double banger with you. Keep Sick safe. We've got the Keep Sick safe. That means keep sick from not being homeless. GoFundMe page. It's a little war chest for you. So when the time comes, you've got the bombed. You've got 4 weeks rent in advance. You've got. I don't mind pushing that. I think that's a good campaign to get behind. Maybe not here on Mac's channel because we want to just shoot them up and have the family shooting.
I'll send my family to deal with my issues.
Yeah. I tell you what, that lady holding the 45 caliber pistol, I'm falling in love.
She's a good shooter too.
A pretty woman.
Great. 44 Magnum.
Even prettier with a gun like that. It was just.
There's also in that crowd. There's one of the shooters. Ron was shooting the 500 Smith and Wesson. Not there. We had some pistol shoot-offs, so where they didn't have no long rifles, and they was only shooting. And that little heavy-set girl's got the big gun.
Oh, I like her.
She was shooting the 500 Smith and Wesson.
Jeez.
Absolutely insane. So I that's why I went back to the chat, just to talk with Rod. You know. So the Jeff Satella's here. He's cool. So Jeff's one of my oldest friends. So he will not be removed. I know him personally.
Okay. Right.
Also with Rod B. I first met Rod B on Hippie Trev's channel and $1 Million Bogan's channel by Premiere live chats. So anyway, but you are dead right. That shit crazy. We've got to be careful of.
Yeah, like, you know, like, I mean, I just yeah, I just like mental instability is not on the menu.
We're going to have to change the tune. I'm always singing it when she comes on. I always do that Lucy in the Sky with Diamond. Now it's Lucy is a guy with no diamonds.
With no diamonds. That is fantastic.
But hold on. And I don't want to seem like I'm
oh, that is fantastic.
You were cool.
Oh, that is
okay.
great.
So we've got the police here. So
we gotta start writing this shit down.
Oh
my God.
Leghorn Foghorn has already woke up the house.
Leghorn Foghorn.
It's not bedtime there, it's daytime.
Yeah, 2 times was in a bag. Oh my God.
Oh man, cops. Is that what he said? Police are outside.
Really?
Cops are outside?
Yeah, that's what you just said. Some police are
I bet
outside.
I've probably seen my gun just post, and now they've come to take him away.
Well, we're gonna have to come pretty far to get him. across the ocean.
Shit.
Hopefully no one in the house called on him.
Uh-oh.
No, I don't think so.
They may have a rabid kangaroo loose in the community.
Sorry, guys. We just got the constabulary here at the house. Probably because of old Max Gunn's video
That's what
content.
I'm thinking too. That's what I'm thinking. Go ahead and stick your hands out and let them put the cuffs on you.
Yeah, and then what you're saying is that the cops are nice until they put the cuffs on you. Nah, it's all just an ex-tenant that was here.
Oh,
And,
okay.
yeah, they're not actually after him, but one of his associations. You know, it's what happens when you play with fire.
Yeah,
you,
you
get
get burned.
You get burned. But anyway, I'm always pleasant to the police just before the look. I don't need the hassle from them, you know. And
I never answer the door when the cops knock on it.
yeah, I
It's just
I
a
don't-
good practice to get into, you know?
I don't mind. Because then that exacerbates them too. Let's get the situation dealt with quickly. You know, I was expecting him to go, "Oh, is your name David? We just want to talk about you one of your videos where you got the thing off the clock." Yeah, 'cause that's how they're getting us. You know, the YouTubers. But
Yeah.
I don't do anything stupid like that. Thanks, Gainer. Anyway, so it's all good. The law's okay. You know,
One of
they
these
know-
days, you're going to have to redo your video so that Moto can see it. He's getting probably close to his bedtime, but I'd like for him to be able to see you doing your drumming thing, and especially that last one where you had all the sounds in it, man. You had it all put together.
That was a blast to watch.
I'm sort of humbled, you know. Anyway, they go away again. Bye, police. See you later. They're big white and multicolored cars. Bye.
Please don't come back.
Thanks for coming.
You gotta go. You can't stay here.
That's right. No, it's all good. It's all good. We had one of the flatmates' boys was, you know, teenage boys. You know what they like. I mean, you had a couple of them, didn't you, Mac?
Oh, of course. My kids were so mean. My boys were so mean. When they went into the military, they did well. One of them put in 22 years. 3 of them got full retirement. So they did well. Hell, they went in and they was at home. They said, our daddy was badder and meaner than any drill instructor they'd ever seen. So, so they survived quite well.
That's good.
There's nothing wrong with a firm hand and a thick stick. There's nothing wrong with it. I was learned pretty good that way. Hockey sticks usually, but I was a cunt of a kid. I was a shit of a kid. Absolute shit of a kid.
Really? Yeah.
Oh yeah, I was sick.
That sucks.
Going to your father's school and burning it down. Jesus, what was I thinking?
Fire.
Fire,
Yeah.
fire.
Yeah.
Burn, motherfucker, burn. Let the motherfucker burn.
In our junior high school, the rules were about the whipping in school. In the earlier years, you got a peddling, but when you got up to junior high, the principal had a rule. You had to go and cut your own hickory stick, and it had to be as big as your thumb at the base, and tip be as small as your little finger. So you have to go find the right stick. I found me a limb off of a willow tree. I thought, man, I got it made here. A little limber, slow limber. When he hit me across the ass, that thing wrapped around and popped my skin on my leg. I went, whoa, I'm going to tell you, I made a mistake. You want to get a good firm stick.
I made a mistake.
No, went patch.
That shit. Look, it's I don't know if any of you's caught any of the Walking Dead. I was a bit of a fan of the series, The Walking Dead, the zombie apocalypse stuff. And they were talking about parental abuse with hickory sticks and leaving welts on. So that the character Daryl Dixon was, basically physically abused by his father. And it is that country, and that physical abuse that wasn't sexual. It was just beatings from hickory sticks. So I know it's it happened. It did happen. That's what happened, and
I got a bit of trivia I'm going to ask Desert Outlaw and Sick. I don't think it's going to apply to Rod or you, Dave, or Jeff. Where does the term "mind your P's and Q's" come from?
Mind your P's and Q's.
Essentially, it means mind your own business.
Yeah, but it has a meaning.
Prayers, maybe prayers
and questions.
Mind your P's and Q's.
Prayers and questions.
You'd have to
from church.
It's from the old England days when they came over during the colony days. They had pubs over in England, but up there on the pubs they had these wires. They had these beads up there, and different colored beads. One was for pints and one was for quarts, P's and Q's. And so in the evening, you may have quite a string of P's and Q's up there because you shared your drinks with other friends and stuff. And the bartender would tell you to mind your P's and Q's. Look up there and see how many pints and quarts you've already got. You got to pay for before you can leave.
Yeah. Okay.
That makes sense.
No shit. That's
you can look it up. That came from the colony days.
Wow.
I would have missed that one.
Yes, pints and quarts. Sorry, it's
P's and Q's, pints and quarts.
Pints
and
quarts. Make sure you're paying before you get more.
Yep. Make sure you pay before you get
more. You'd start a tab just like you do here in the modern days. You'd give your credit card to your tab, and you can just whatever you think your limit is, and just go for it. But in the old days, they would let you keep an eye on where you're at. Sometimes you get a party of 8 or 10 people, you may not even realize how many drinks you've already bought.
Yeah.
It's happened to everybody. And then the old days.
I tell you what, Mac, this live chat of yours, the test mic, it had everything. It had gunfire, police at the door, psychedelic music.
It was anarchy.
Yeah, it was chaos.
Lucy with no balls. Lucy with no
diamonds. Yeah.
Lucy has big diamonds.
Lucy is a guy with no diamonds.
With no diamonds.
Look,
when he comes back, we'll have to do that for him.
I'll take notice about Ian Watts.
Yeah.
There's a few people who don't. Yeah, and I am going to call it. I'm pretty sure it came all from the Philippines.
Absolutely.
Yeah. When we were doing Free Banana for Small House and shit thing, because we were all subscriber hungry. That was the problem. We were feasting on subscribers.
And you got to remember, China has all kinds of people out there that are freaking trying to interfere with and crack computers and everything else. To gain access to foreign monies or bank accounts.
The whole world.
Security numbers or you name it, they want it. They just want information.
So
data breach.
Funny that now I'll get off here and then that phone will ring and it'll be the Coinbase people trying to let me know that I've got 121,000 US in Bitcoin, and do I want to
cash in on
it? So I say to them, actually, no, let's let it run for another couple of cycles, and then you can ring me again when it reaches 280. They do not like that at all.
They don't, huh?
No, it's because it's all what it is it's they have a template. They fill in your details. so it looks legitimate. And then bang, you have to go to a Coinbase ATM and deposit 5,000 Australian to their account in order to get the money back. So, which I haven't done, thank God. But yeah, if it's too good to be true, it is.
It is. And Coinbase would never call you.
No, they'd never call you.
No.
No,
It's a
they would never.
decentralized app, anyways.
I kind of think of that Bitcoin thing as sort of like a pyramid scheme. Somebody's going to make some money off of it, but most people ain't. You know what I mean?
No, that's it. Yeah, it's like the Amway.
Once it claps, yeah, like Amway. Once it claps in on itself, then there are going to be a lot of people just like, oh, what happened?
The only good use for it is if you're using a VPN and you're getting on the dark web and you're buying stuff with it's just for laundering, really.
Mm-hmm. Which I'm not doing because
So,
not with the cops at the door. They know. It's not worth it. The only mistakes I make now is I might get a little bit drunk and play the harmonica.
That's a good mistake.
That's a good mistake.
I might have a few cuss words.
Hey, Sick, we found out how well balanced Dave is. Yesterday, he was in his chair, and he had his drink, and he fell out of his chair and never spilled a drop, man, and never missed it on the harmonica. I don't know how he did it.
Because I watched Mr. Leary.
Watch Mr. Leary.
Yeah,
that's fantastic.
Mr. Leahy.
Yeah, Mr. Leahy. That's it.
Leahy.
I am the liquor.
I am the liquor. A little drinky poos. Look, I love the Trailer Park Boys. I thought it was the funniest shit. The guy who I think is the most underrated funny guy is the owner of the Dirty Burger. What you looking at my gut for? You were looking at my gut.
Oh my God, yeah. He shows up in almost every episode, one way or the other.
Yeah, he's huge, big gut.
Oh no, you're talking about you're talking about Randy.
No, I'm talking about the owner of the Dirty Burger.
Oh yeah, yes, yeah. That's right.
Older guy. Is it Phil? It could be Phil.
I believe you're right.
Yeah.
But he shows up sometimes in the trailer park there. He's always grouchy. He's always got an attitude.
Yeah. He's got a whacked out, retarded son.
That's great. The retarded stepchild.
Yeah, the retarded stepchild. I mean, not physically retarded, but I'd say,
let's say mentally incapacitated
because of drinking and the misspent youth, without any
guidance,
care from the parental guidance,
parental guidance.
Yeah, none of it.
None of that.
Yeah, none of it.
None of that happened.
Yeah. Mac, it's always a pleasure to hang out on your channel. Sick bastard without. Yes, there you go. We have Buckley's. That's a good. There you go. Redcoat Spiller. An exile who used to escape from prison constantly and always got caught. So they say, you got Buckley's chance. That's it.
Oh, yeah.
Jeff. He's not very good at getting on cameras and joining us. But Jeff Satella's channel has been around a lot longer than, April the 5th, 2024. So that was a good point that you made about if someone doesn't have any content or subs, but they've had a channel back in 2017, that they're not,
they've had it. They haven't gotten blocked,
Yeah. So that's it, Same with Tony, another guy, doesn't make any content, just happy to watch, but he's been there for ages.
Well, that's why, like, when I started seeing older channels, I stopped. I stopped deleting them and blocking them. I was like, okay. I mean, anybody that had like a 6-month-old channel was gone.
Yeah.
Okay, anyone that had a couple year old channel, I'd come back and be like, Dave, who's this guy? Or like, or even like in T-Bone's last night or whatever, the other day, or was it today? I was like, who's this guy? With no
Oh.
no subs or whatever. And he was like, no, he's cool, he's cool. I'm like, okay.
But you know, are they cool? You know?
Yeah, well, that's what I'm saying. Are they?
Yeah.
You know.
It's a hard one. You know, like there was a guy there, Kyle, who got booted out, but he turned around and gave Frog $100 on his GoFundMe page. You just can't tell.
Yeah.
And, you know, but I just said, you know, guys, don't take offense at this. If anything, be
if anything, we're trying to create a safe environment for everyone.
And be happy that, you know, we're doing this. Come back tomorrow. And, you know, you'll probably find your wrenches are gone. And then you get people jumping up and down about not having a moderator. And to be honest, it shouldn't matter.
Yeah,
you know,
it does.
I know who the moderators are, and they and I think our little thing about what we talked about a couple of weeks ago, where you just come in, no one knows you're in, and you're just investigating. They didn't like it one bloody bit.
No.
And you know, round of applause to sick bastard.
Well, it's just that I was so tired of seeing it was like stupid shit was coming up, and I was like, this has to stop. I was like, you know, I gotta put an end to this for real. Like this has to come to an end. And I just started chopping away, chopping, and then everyone got quiet.
Because you know they're not who they are.
Yeah.
You know. I think a lot of people like Wisdom got offended. So.
Well, that's I don't mind offending people.
No, neither do I.
I have no problem offending people.
So I was on your side about all of this, not their side.
Well, I mean,
yeah.
Listen, they can get their panties in a bunch. I'm not here to freaking play nice.
No.
You know, I'm here to freaking help out my tight little circle. That's about it. You know,
and if we lose a couple of scums, so be it.
I keep my circle small. You know, and if you're in it, you know you're in it.
And grateful too. So it's because there's so much nefariousness on the net. People want your details. People want. I never do the. So in Australia, and I'm sure it is in America too, the phone is on the card is on your phone. Bad mistake. Don't ever do that.
Yeah, I don't have mine linked.
Don't even go there, because that's how they can get the whole details. They get
everything.
You know, they get everything, and they're pretty bloody good. I've had them. I've had people on my phone. They were actually controlling it, and I don't know how they fucking do it, but you know, you can't afford to be dumb on technology. You'll be walked over. So, okay, I'm not very smart technology, but I know how to talk to people.
Yeah.
And I've met people, and you know, like we've been mates for over 6 months now. Easily over 6 months, we've been chit-chatting across the pond, and I think it all came from Shade Tree Army and T-Bone. You know, that was the area where I met all you guys.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's a fantastic community that I really appreciate, and hasn't really been infiltrated too badly. But I'm sure in a matter of time. But I think it was going and getting the bananas, and we got a couple of rotten bunches.
Listen, I want to tell you my little story. When I think it was right before Vegas or right after the first trip to Vegas. Somebody called me and they said they were from TD Bank, and they sounded legit, and they sounded like they knew my name, they knew what I was talking about, they knew the last four of the account number, and they started talking to me. They asked me my date of birth, which was a no. Should have never have answered that. So I'm on the phone with them for almost an hour, and I'm like, something ain't right. I hung up. I immediately called customer service and got on the phone with TD Bank. They were trying to move the money out of my savings account into my. By the time I got on the phone with customer service and fraud, they were witnessing them trying to move the money around.
Yeah.
You just can't trust them.
They do that.
Okay. So they shut everything down. They didn't get a penny out of my accounts.
Beautiful.
They didn't get a penny.
But you're onto it.
But like I'm talking to this person like because they acted like it was a security alert. Like there was a security alert, and like, did you just try to make this transaction? No, I didn't try to make this transaction. And then that's how they get you in, and then they start asking questions and da, da, da. So after after being on the phone with them for the length of time, I'm like, I was born on a day, it wasn't today, and I know damn well that the computers are slow, but they ain't that slow. Hung up immediately and called TD Bank immediately, and I busted them in the process of trying to steal my money.
You know what Sick Channel could be? Scam beta.
Yeah.
Yeah, I get the calls now, and I allow them. There's not too much information. Actually, all the bank account amounts are all false. So I say I've got $650,000 that's just making 3% interest. Can't we do better than that? Let's be a smart investor. And you should see, they. So I'm playing with them a bit, and I'll probably last about an hour and a half with them. But hopefully, with that hour and a half that I'm talking to them, they're not scamming someone like Old Mac.
Yeah,
but they love Old Mac. Your people in your age group that have got their retirement nest egg, and they want it.
Yeah, so it's the inconvenience. It's like I had to cancel all. Not that I had many cards. I had to cancel my credit card. I had to cancel my debit card. I had to physically go to my bank, sit down in a chair, open all new accounts, transfer the money to the new accounts, leave the old account open for a month to let everything clear. Now I gotta re-enter all my as the payments come up. I gotta re-enter all that information all over again. Redo my Apple Wallet. Redo my automatic passwords and blah blah. It's just it's we're so reliant. We're such slaves to the technology.
Yep.
You know what I did with my money? I had it tattooed on my penis. I like to watch my money grow.
Yeah, that's it. That's it, Mac. That's I should have thought of that. I like watching money grow. My money grow. $1 bill tattooed on my penis.
Stay away from cold water.
That's it. Stay away from cold water.
You don't want to spend.
And Hero was thinking there was guidelines.
Oh shit! That's great.
See, I leave my money just laying around everywhere. My dog likes he drags his butt on it,
Yeah, but
Mac has hundreds floating around.
Yeah,
Mac, you can, because I've seen the armory.
Yeah,
I ain't going in there. That's loose. Loose juice goes into Mac's place.
we have repositioned stuff because I used to have all this lined up over here. And then I got a complaint one time on Facebook about the stuff hanging above my head. And over there was a tactical vest. All that's gone now. I moved it away because people begin to think, I could be laying up over there sleeping. They say, I'll just go in and rob the old man and just take his guns and shoot him.
No, not going to happen.
But I'm not a fraidy cat. But what I'm saying is, it don't make sense to display stuff. Yeah, advertising. In fact, the other day I pulled out a MasterCard or whatever, and I held it up, and somebody said, "For God's sakes, don't show that, because people can scan it." I went, "Hell, I never even thought about that."
Yeah, me too. Like the other day on a live, I'm at a bloody ATM, and Frog told me, "No, they just saw your PIN number." I mean, they didn't, but he was saying, be careful when you do this stuff on a live, But it's, what are they going to get? And like I said, look, it wasn't the big account where all the money's. My big amount of money is kept in term deposits that you have to get not only the bank Johnny to sign. The bank Johnny has to go over to the bank manager and get that to sign, and then they might give you $5,000. It's a real process. No one can really get. And I thought, look, that's the best way for me to keep the last bit of paltry deposit for the Forgotten Angels land. That's what it is. I've got that money in like Fort Knox, man. So that money's in Fort Knox. No one can get to that, and that's the best way for me, because I just don't believe. I don't believe in putting my money into Bitcoin or crypto or fucking floating it on the shares. It's not a thing for me to do. Okay, maybe I'm the silly one who's lost out, on a potential, earnings. But I tell you what, I've saved myself from potential losses too.
Yeah, they really want you on the crypto stuff, but unless you know exactly what's going on and what businesses are invested at a certain time, like, you always lose out. Not always, but mostly.
Yeah, the rule of thumb was about 87% trades are successful, and you've got 13% that are always a loss. Now, that loss could be cents or it could be quite high. But the wins that they're talking about in the 87%, they're only 0.00767 cents of, and that's classified as an earn, and it's fuck all.
Yeah, because it's all big companies that are investing all at once in a pool, just sway the charts, and then they pull it back out. The only time I ever made money was with Ethereum, and that was when it was like 120-ish, fucking coin, and then you pull it all out. But that was years ago.
I'm glad you had at least some success with it, Desert.
It was years ago, though. Now it's all crap.
I'm not doing any of it.
No,
it's interesting to talk to Hyderabad at least, and thank God I started watching scam baiting videos, and I got the script. As soon as they say yes, we will tell you each and everything. That's not good English,
No.
And there's no one in their right mind in a professional status would ever say each and everything. Just listen to me. Just please listen to me. Listen to me. I'll tell you each and everything. Fuck, mate, you're a scammer. Mac, this is Dave's channel saying, don't get scammed.
Don't get scammed, Mac.
Don't get scammed.
Nope. We had a lot of friends that when the Enron thing went down, they had their company had took a lot of money and invested in Enron, and when it went down, my neighbor, which the man that I bought into this plantation here, he's gone now, but just one Tuesday, 275,000, just like that. My brother, 780,000, just like that. My brother and Mr. Moore was in one day with Enron. It was all taken away.
Damn.
That's $1 million. That's $1 million US, right there.
Wow.
And that's not even the tip of the iceberg of the investors.
Dennis, that lost to 275. He never got any of his back because he didn't live long enough to do it. Now my brother Charles recouped and was able to get back get back most of his money. I got involved in futures through the Boeing company, and it's risky, you know, but you can really rake in some money if everything is run. But you got to have somebody on the inside that's going to guide you in the right directions. If you got that, you're successful. If not,
it's a gamble. Yeah, absolutely, Mac. If you don't have somebody on the inside, basically,
it's not what you know, it's who you know.
Yeah, it's like betting on tennis, because when you go bet on tennis, the ref has to enter in the score to update the board. So if you have somebody sitting on the sidelines, they can call you so you can make your bets before they enter in the score. Yeah, that's pretty much.
Really?
Yeah, that's how I feel like a lot of it is.
Inside trading.
Yeah, inside trading is. It's risky, but there's people made money forever.
Same with horses.
And when they made their money, they took theirs away on an offshore account, and it couldn't be gotten to by taxes, and the others fell to the wayside. I went through so many divorces when I was at the company that I always had to keep my stocks in a safe environment, because every time they would open up my account, the ex-wife always wanted their share. You know, they wanted their share. So I had to keep mine. I had to be careful, because everybody wanted a share of old Mac.
Everybody wanted a piece of the pie
without doing anything.
Well, guys, look, I don't want anything from you, Mac. Just your company. I just want your company.
I want the
your
stories.
Wisdom,
yeah,
wisdom, your friendship,
and the
your spiritual guidance. You know, I'll leave it there, guys. You're all terrific human beings. Thanks for listening to my space rock.
Dude, that was sick.
Here, Dave. It was
good.
Thank you, guys. Bye now. Love you all.
See you tomorrow.
Oh man, that was a treat! What a treat! We had him playing. He walked down amongst all the the motorcycles, and then he was putting all his. He did it from reel to reel and incorporated 4 channels into his music.
That's awesome.
That takes talent.
Yeah.
The guy knew what to
chord.
Well, hey guys, it's 20. Or let's see, what time is it right now? 10:19. I started this morning. I did like 4 hours live, and then I went for a motorcycle ride, and then got home and put that up there. You know, uploaded it and downloaded all them movies so I could play with you guys and show you my days gone by.
Nice.
And it was an idea of saving them so I can put those onto a thumb drive or something, and at least I'll have them in case this all blows up. I would have those old videos.
Yeah. Do you have it?
Copy.
You have any external hard drives?
I did have a 2 gigabyte one that was full of music, but Joe's got it now. It was a when we had like Windows 10, maybe it was. We tried it on the other computer over there, and the technology is so old. It was a Western Digital external, and it was pretty old. And you have to have the right drivers for it.
It's like having an
IBM. Get into it and get some of the music out of it, but I've got stuff goes back to the 1940s, the big band era.
Wow.
And I've got 2 gigabytes of music.
Because I was wondering if you know how you store your stuff, if you store it on external hard drives or if you just leave everything in the computer, because I'm sure you got a lot of stuff accumulated.
The sad part is I have uploaded almost everything I've ever done, every ride, every gun shooting up to either Windows or YouTube, and I never made a copy for myself.
Yeah.
And then I realized that when you download from YouTube, even though you got it, you see it's 1080p, it's only going to come out like 480p, a lesser resolution. If you set it up in 4K, it'll come out 1080p. It won't come out in 4K.
Oh, okay.
They compress it so they can store more stuff.
Okay.
Amazon has one for it's like a 2 terabyte. I think it's only like $20 these days.
Oh, they got a thumb drive. Where's my thumb drive? They got a thumb drive that's a terabyte, and it ain't much bigger than this right here. 1 terabyte in a thumb drive.
Wow.
Like $129 for a terabyte on a thumb drive. I mean, I know you're getting a bigger 2 terabyte, but a bigger unit you can't carry around in your pocket like this is pocket size.
Yeah.
Now, this is 2 terabytes, but they do have the same company, SanDisk.
You know, I saw, you know, how they have those funny memes on Facebook and stuff or whatever. So there was a Grateful Dead one, and they were like, I'm handing out Cornell 7877 this year. And it was a disk drive, a USB disk drive disguised as a Kit Kat. So the guy was going to hand out all these USB drives to all the kids, and then when their parents plugged it in and uploaded it, it was going to be Cornell University, the Grateful Dead.
Oh my God.
I was like, that's ingenious. I was like, everyone's going to be rocking out on Cornell. I mean, Cornell is like literally the holy grail. You know, it's like they even put out rumors that the concert didn't even happen. Like it was a conspiracy theory that the concert didn't even exist. I'm like, it exists. It's there.
Yeah.
People were there. I know people that were there, you know? I'm like, it happened.
Rod's got a 1 terabyte key ring. He's got a 1 terabyte.
Damn.
I thought that would be good. Like when I go up to Washington, I may go over there to Costco and pick up one of those terabyte slides, and because my sister's got a lot of stuff that she wants to transfer from this over to this, and she don't know how to do it. And I said, get a thumb drive and download it into the thumb drive. It's going to take you. Let's go off and let's go to dinner. Let it run for 10 hours or whatever it takes to get a terabyte on an old computer, and whatever it takes, you'll have it.
Yeah.
And I said, then you can transfer it over to another computer, but you still have the original thumb drive.
Yeah.
You know, so we're going to do that for her. I'm going to talk her into her buying the thumb drive, and I get to keep it when it's over with for the work.
For the work, yeah. There you go.
Make 2.
Yeah, so we'll have a great time. They're still organizing this. This is going to be a spectacular get together. We'll probably do a lot of shooting. They're just crazy about. No, we're going to be up in December, and December can be. They live in the mountains, and it can be really treacherous. I don't even know if I can get up to their place. I don't have any snow tires on my pickup. I have, I think, town and country type tires on it, but they're Michelin. Got good tread, but well, they can always come and get me.
They could always come and get. What part of Washington?
Arlington is just north of Everett. That's where my daughter's at. Now, my sister is down in South King County. She's in Kent.
Okay.
Kent is right. It's down in the valley. It's from downtown proper, from downtown Seattle, about 30 miles.
Okay. Oh, I have some cousins up there. I think they're like 30 miles north. They're in the mountains.
That's towards Everett then. Arlington is on the other side of Everett and more to the north. And the store that my daughter works at is right at the Canadian border of Blaine, the city of Blaine.
Dang. Oh, it does get cold up there.
Woo!
I wasn't even thinking about how far north it was. Yeah.
You could leave my house. I used to live in Maple Valley, and you could leave Maple Valley and just go 30 miles from my house in a 4-wheel drive with all the chains and everything, and that's as far as you could get because the snow would be so heavy. You take every year up on Mount Rainier or any, they get 60 foot of snow every year up there. Every year, 60 foot deep.
That's insane.
If you go to Sunrise on the side of Mount Rainier, Sunrise is a resort area, and the snow will be 12 feet or more on the sides of the road. You have to go through this tunnel of snow for mile after mile. And they've cut
It
it.
sounds fun.
You get up at the lodge. You get like you go up at Christmas time and get eggnog, get spiked up, or if you like, what's that drink we made with rum? And you drink it around the fireplace, hot buttered rum. Oh, I tell you, I love them hot buttered rum.
Nice.
We always did that with Bailey's and a little rum.
Before I forget, I wanted to ask your opinion on something. So when my ex was living here, when we first came here 2 years ago, I was like, listen, I'm not going to be able to afford the electric bill. I'm like, you make more money than I do. You're working. I was like, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to pay for the landscaping. All right. So I'm going to pay that every month, and I'm going to pay for the Wi-Fi. Your job is to pay for the electric bill. So when she got her new job, she left. And she went down to the property that she's living at now because she's running that property. So I'm still paying the landscaper. Should she be still paying the electric? Yes. In my opinion, yes.
This is the case for Judge Judy.
So why I say yes is because she could have stayed home here and commuted 45 minutes to Ocala every day, like other people commute to their jobs every day until March so I could get my deposit back. So in my eyes, this is what's going to happen next. She's going to refuse to pay it. I'm not going to pay it. They're going to shut off the power. It's in her name. She has a deposit on the power. They're not going to turn that power on. So I think what I'm going to need to do is buy a quiet gasoline generator. Small, very cheap. Just big enough to charge one of those several day power units that I'm going to be bringing in my van.
Yeah.
This way, I can charge every 3 days or whatever it is and run stuff in the house, keep my insulin cold, keep lights on. The only thing is I may have to buy a lamp because that's not plugged in. The kitchen oven thing ain't plugged in. It's all hardwired. And I'll probably have to plug the refrigerator in, I guess. So, I mean, do you think I'm wrong? I mean, I can't afford the electric. That's a fact. I mean, I will be flat on my ass if I start paying the electric, my phone bill. Like I'm paying my phone bill and my internet. I'm paying $800 towards the rent. She's paying more rent, but she's also got a 6-figure a year job. So, like, my heart doesn't bleed for her at all.
Legally, she's good to not, but morally, she should probably finish out her lease. Like when you start a job, you finish it.
Well, yeah, like the only and she kind of screwed me. Like she dropped a bomb on me. Like, oh yeah, by the way, you can't move in with me 2 weeks before I'm going on the Vegas trip, and I can't cancel. The airfare, the concert tickets, I can't cancel anything. So I'm like, okay, well, so like you're trying to ruin my trip, I guess. in some kind of way. But I'm not gonna let you succeed in ruining that trip, you bitch.
No.
No, you can go fuck yourself. I hope you hit a pole at 90.
Guys, Angelique wants to come in and watch the show, and I promised we would, but I thought I would only be on for like 30 minutes. But once you guys show up, I can't go. I mean, I really enjoy your company. I like it when you guys show up. And but I had promised her we would watch this show that she wants to see. It's a short one, and she's already made 2 trips in here. Well,
I'm sorry, Angelique.
She's not in here. She's over on the other side. But she told me to ring her up when we're done. We're going to watch the show, and tomorrow's the start of Christmas season. So I've got so many Christmas shows I got to watch.
Yeah.
We already laid out a list of them.
Yeah. Nice.
I enjoy watching them with her because, see, she watched them with Ruth, and she enjoyed, her company. And now I'm going to share the Christmas with her. We didn't get to do that last year because of all the grief and stuff, but this year it's going to be, we're going to have Christmas shows. I got my Christmas tree over there, and that Christmas tree will be lit up. The minute Thanksgiving is over, the Christmas tree gets lit up. So, guys, let me say good evening to you, and thank you very much. What an entertaining evening. Having the police to come and do a raid on Dave, and
that's great, yo.
we'll have some stories. We'll have stories to talk about tomorrow, So,
oh, never a dull moment, Mac.
You guys enjoy the evening, and I may run over. If she decides to change her mind, I might run up and check Dave out there. And Motorbomb is still in here. Rod B, Motorbomb.
Yeah. I'm gonna run over to Dave, I think. So if anybody wants to meet me over there, Mac, thank you so much. I will see you tomorrow morning. Hopefully, I can get back on my schedule.
Well, good night, guys.
Good night,
Good night, Matt. Thanks for having me.
Outlaw. Good night. I'll talk to you, everybody, later.
I'll probably see you at Dave's.